Okay. It's live. It's live. The Genshin stream is live. We're ready to go. We're ready to begin. We're ready to have fun. We're ready to enjoy ourselves. We're ready to Genshin. Now, I don't want to wait for too long here because I don't know how long the event is gonna end up being. So, how's about I just get right into it now? And hello, Spinne. Congrats on being the first one here. Let's just get to it. I will likely not be pausing at all during this. We'll just go through on autoplay and see how it goes. Actually, autoplay is relatively slow. I should probably click through it. You forgore. Well, you're here anyway. Hello, hello, hello.
City. So many houses. So many humans. Gotta farm beans. White fur, yellow fur. How do we farm beans?
You don't get any
teams,
beans.
Not farm beans. It's kind of hard to explain.
It's like finding people with similar interests. Also, hi Gabe, you are here too. Hello.
Yeah, that's right. People with the same taste. You know, into the same thing. It's easier to come up with a game that way. Taste the same? Got it. Easy peasy. Wafer, dumb. Farm beans that taste the same.
No. Well, they got it. I'm glad to know you think they're funny.
That's not, and they're gone. In different directions, too. Let's go after them.
Alright, on the run. Let's get going. Don't want to waste too much time. I really want to get this event knocked out early. Alright, who is voice acted and who isn't? Bullchucker? Are you voice acted? Well, Toma isn't. Oh, fun. I really thought the voice actors would have returned at this point. Wait, you're saying he's not one of Ushi's friends? Bullchucker, no! Whoa, pump the brakes! I thought he was your friend!
Longhorned Oni and short-horned Oni.
He talks!
Shosei, there you are. White fur.
Here we go again.
Shosei found white fur and yellow fur number 2. Both great yokai. Both like to play.
Great yokai, so he thinks I'm an Oni too? What's going on? Listen, I was just playing some genius invocation with my good bro Toma during his time off. And then, out of the blue, this Shosei appeared right in the middle of our match.
Shosei loves to play. Longhorn and shorthorn Oni also love to play. We taste the same.
Sure, whatever you say. Wait, what now? I can explain. You briefly explained the situation to Ito and Toma. Oh, the Mikawa Flower Festival. Should have opened with that, compadre. Man, the Arataki gang really hard carried that last one. We'll turn this one into something special, too.
Hitatsumi Kozo and the others did all the work, Bullchucker. You're really lumping them in with your gang?
Yes. Wait, we're getting a flashback? Hitatsune Kozu and Yoko and Kappa, little yokai who have been living out in the wilderness. Though they lack strong powers, they long for the once vibrant festivities of the Mikawa Flower Festival. Drawing inspiration from the classic game of Akitsu Hanesobi and hoping to recreate the festival's former splendor, they have set up the game Akitsu Yuge for people to enjoy together. How long has it been since we got one of these intros? It's been forever. And we're getting it for these characters of all people. News on the Genshin anime. Ooh, interesting. Different recording studios in Genshin, which will explain why... I see. Well, here's hoping that they'll finally figure stuff out again. It's called doing them a favor. Besides, they look up to me. I'm like a cool older brother.
Hitatsumi Kozo and his friends did come up with the Akitsu Yuge game during the last festival. There's no reason not to invite them this time.
So we invite them now. Whew, the crew's getting back together. I'll round them up. Technically, I'm on vacation, but I'm happy to assist the Yashiro Commission with the festival. That's what I like to hear. Alright, let's round up those 3 little fellas and start working on the almighty Arataki great and glorious Akitsuki Yuge game. Not so fast. Nobody is voice acted.
Miss Oni.
You have an advertising job to finish, remember, boss? Huh? We do? Reshoots, follow-up work. There's still a mountain of things to do. Oh, well, look at Toma here. Kind enough to help with the festival, even during his vacation. I would think the boss of the Arataki gang would show even more dedication to his work, but you know, that's just me. Huh, looks like your time is spoken for my friend. Wrap up what you need to do. We can finish our match at the festival. Best of both worlds. Alright, these errands are a piece of cake. I'll be back in no time. Oh, but first I should introduce you to Kozo and the others. Then you can head to the festival. Without me. Then let's get a move on. No use standing here talking about it. Go make those introductions. We have stuff to do. Sorry, Code and Paimon. I'm sure we'll see you later. Damn. Since I didn't do a world quest. Interesting.
So scary.
Fair enough. Yeah, sometimes you get introductions for characters a bit out of order. Alright, that's 1 of 3. I wonder how long these quests are. If they're about an hour each, then I should be able to wrap this up in once quite nicely without going too much into overtime. Here's hoping it's not going to be too much overtime.
White fur! Yellow fur! Over here! Kichiboshi found big sleepy tanuki!
Hate to break it to you, Kichiboshi, but...
Hey! I'm a Muchina, not a tanuki!
Sayu is voice acted! Let's go!
Muchina yokai that can turn into tanuki?
Imagine. Yes, Gabe. Imagine. Imagine Genshin... Imagine it's all a big ruse and there's actually never gonna be voice actors in Genshin again.
No, wait. I'm not a Muchina or a tanuki. I'm Sayu. Tanuki? Muchina? Sayu? So many transformations! Sayu is yokai?
He's a ninja, not a yokai.
I don't transform at all. I've been a human this whole time. Who is this guy anyway? Popping up out of nowhere right when I found a spot to sleep? Sorry, this is probably the first time Kichiboshi has ever seen a ninja.
And Yoimiya isn't voice acted. Well, there goes that.
Ah, the big tanuki and the great Mujina yokai are facing off. The rumors around Hanamizaka were true.
Not this again. It's just Sayu.
Oh, no yokai, huh? My bad. Sayu, I rushed over here as soon as I heard the rumors. Guess I got a bit carried away.
And there goes my nap. Silly humans. Much to learn.
Based on follower count? Well, that is definitely very odd way to handle things, because they should be getting hired based on, you know, talent and how fitting they are for the role.
Oh, hold on. Is this guy a real yokai?
His name is Kichiboshi.
Well, hello there, Kichiboshi.
This human, really warm.
Well, she's a pyro character.
Warm?
Warm personality-wise, I'm guessing?
Oh, well, what brings you to Inazuma, Kichiboshi? We don't often get Bakitanuki around these parts.
Boy, where do we begin?
You briefly explain the situation to Yoimiya.
Ah, I see. You're recruiting people to develop games for the Mikawa Flower Festival.
You interested?
Well, duh. Come on, Sai. Let's do it together.
She was about to head out, and you caught her. Sad.
Right when I was trying to run.
Very sad.
Alright, thanks for the alert, Gabe. Appreciate it.
About that, I'm pretty busy. Practicing ninjutsu and such.
Just say you're busy sleeping.
Oh, I heard the Bakitanuki are great at ninjutsu. Rumor has it, with a single thought, they can grow taller than a house. Is that true, Kichiboshi?
Taller than a house? I've never heard of a ninjutsu like that.
And now we got her.
It's not ninjutsu. It's Bakitanuki art. We don't grow taller than house.
See? I knew it wouldn't be that easy.
We grow taller than mountain.
Eh?
She's in.
Is that you?
Sorry. Just thinking about something Sensei always said. You can't just focus on drills, Sayu. You need to push the limits of what you know about ninjutsu.
Well, this is as good an opportunity as any.
I guess.
Farm beans, success.
Alright, let's go discuss this ninjutsu.
Alright.
This Bakitanuki
We
art
got
of
team number
transformation.
2.
The one you're going to use for the festival.
Yes, I've always wanted to go to a festival with you, Sayu. Let's go to my place to brainstorm. We can even set off some fireworks when we're done.
I'll pass on the fireworks. They're
Let's go with the
terrible
hint.
for my
Yeah, I
sleep.
did see the hint. And I got it. I understood the hint. Like, I was basically just guessing, but the second I heard the sound, I was like, yeah, okay, I know what this is. I know what this is.
Huh? Yobu Koban, what are you doing?
Spying on great yokai. Great yokai whisper about something with humans.
A great yokai?
So, what do you think? Are you interested in our proposal?
No, Kokomi!
The idea has a lot of promise, but I'm afraid there are no natural hot springs on Watatsumi Island. And the cost of heating them artificially is a bit too...
1 second, I believe someone's listening. Hello over there? You're more than welcome to join, but a face-to-face conversation is more appropriate, don't you think?
Well, look who it is. A voiced character because they literally got added
It's just us.
while the situation was still going on. Code Paimon.
There's no need to be nervous, you two. It's not like I think you're corporate spies. As for you, it's been a while since I've met one of your kind.
Is
What's
that
your name?
really kidding
Is
me?
Eoroi doing well?
Yeah. The second I heard how it sounds, I was like, I know this background audio.
Huh?
Oh, this is Kyobu Koban. It's his first time visiting a city, so he's a bit shy around strangers.
He's the same as always.
So, still sealed in that statue then? I suppose it can't be helped. Nice to meet you, Gyobu Koban. My name is Yume Mizuki. I'm a Yumeku Ibaku. We're yokai, just like you.
Great yokai is surprisingly friendly?
Very much so.
Looks like you are scared that as a great yokai, you are going to do something terrible to him for interrupting our secret meeting.
So it was actually a secret meeting?
Not exactly. No, we were discussing the potential of opening a new branch of the Aisa bathhouse on Watatsumi Island.
Oh, Aisa Bathhouse is
Let's put
expanding
8 hours
to
on the clock
Watatsumi
and start
Island?
that thing. And start that thing now. Yes. Start that thing from now. Do it. Start that thing from now. Right now. Do it.
Well, tourism is one of the areas we're hoping to expand. We've been discussing the possibility with Miss Mizuki for quite some time. Still, given the lack of natural hot springs in Watatsumi Island, we're looking at high operation costs. Even if it's not different enough from the main branch, I worry about its ability to draw in customers.
And Brick! Fancy seeing you again. How have you been? How have you been? Hope you've been as well as can be.
All valid points. We do need to differentiate
Busy.
the brand. We
That
could
is
place
fair.
a greater emphasis on physiotherapy.
Sometimes life gets busy. I'm sorry, but something about that voice line just jump scared me, and I'm not willing to go into detail.
Or add some popular activities, such as carefully designed games.
Games?
Games? In a bathhouse?
Also, damn. Imagine Twitch closing. Wouldn't that be horrible?
Of course. Games are often used in psychological treatment to put patients at ease. Anyway, the topic of games really seemed to pique your interest. Is there something going on?
Allow me to explain. You briefly explain the situation to everyone. Man, I can't wait to play the other gacha game that I now have on the channel. It's so much better than Genshin in every aspect. And it just released a week ago. And I'm not just saying that because I'm part of the XP Vanguard partner program. I would never.
I see, a new kind of Mikawa flower festival. Miss Fried Tofu with all the frills is as ingenious as ever.
Miko. I knew I smelled scheming in the air.
Uh-oh, that lady again? Well, there's a lot of work to do on Watatsumi Island, so we probably don't have time for something like that, right, Your Excellency?
I do think there's potential in turning Watatsumi Island into a tourist destination. We could use the festival as proof of concept and establish a partnership with Miss Mizuki. If people are drawn to our game, that would mean a lot of positive publicity, which would benefit us in the long term.
But aren't Isa Bathhouse and Yai Publishing House business rivals?
Rivalries aside, I have no qualm using Yai Publishing House's resources to our advantage.
Does not have Futao. Don't want her in there unless collab characters are immune to death. It could, you know what? It could be one of those things where, they somehow get in there through like a rift in universes, and then they have to return back to their home world. So they will only be in the story for a limited time because they're going back to Genshin, the Genshin world canonically. But because of the gacha system, you can have characters playable without them being there. So the characters could stay playable even if they're only in the area for a limited time. So they could do something like that. Just like, oh, I'm here from Tevad. Okay, you can do that, and bye, I'm gone. That'd be Pog. Hey, we'll see if they do collabs. Honestly, they gotta do collabs at some point. I'd be all over collabs. Both, of course, with their own IPs, which is definitely the easiest to do, and with other IPs, because, let's face it, I would absolutely love to see other characters in the Danganronpa art style. And you can't blame me. Spinne, what do you think Hutao would be like in the Danganronpa art style? Probably pretty nice.
Besides, if I remember correctly, you have a connection to Yai Publishing House as well, don't you, General Goro? You work on the That's Life column.
Oh, well, yes I do.
If our venture is to focus on games, then as future business partners, I'm sure you would appreciate an opportunity to see what I can do.
An astute observation, Miss Mizuki. Well, shall we? Getting down to business is often the quickest way to bring people together after all.
Agreed. Then why don't we discuss some of the finer details before the festival begins?
Oh, but, alright, then I guess I should.
Actually, Goro, I was hoping you might attend to the business on Watatsumi Island in the meantime. Just as you said, there's quite a bit to be done.
Huh? Look at you. She's giving you an out. Of course!
In addition, I'd like you to encourage the people of Watatsumi Island to attend the festival. It's a celebration for humans and yokai alike. So that includes our people as well. There should be an occasion that brings people together.
Understood. Leave it to me, Your Excellency. Alright.
Okay, that should be enough teams. Time to report back to the Yashiro Commission.
Might give a hint at the... I mean, you're fair. It might give a hint. But it would be even more amazing to see something official. You know? Obviously.
Miss Kamisato, this is the list of stage materials for your review.
Alright, please be voice acted.
Miss Kamisato, I have your schedule for tomorrow.
The NPCs are voice acted. Ayaka.
The list looks
Yes!
fine. As for the
Yes!
schedule, let's
Yes!
move the meeting with the Tenryo Commission up a little. They're in charge of festival security, so that should take precedence.
Oh, she looks super busy. Should we come back later?
Hmm? Oh, Traveler.
Are we interrupting?
Oh no, you're fine. You caught me just as I was finishing up, actually. Lady Gucci said you're the official festival representative.
That
And you've been
be
busy
me.
recruiting participants. So I should do my part too, right? For large events like the Test of Courage, Brother usually does most of the organizing. But this time, I wanted to take some work off
Yeah,
his
I
back.
know, Spinner. I was there for it. I was there for it. He did that. He was over-leveled, even more so than I was. He was playing on normal difficulty and following a guide. But yes, all those factors combined allowed him to first try Okumura. That should be a big help.
I hope so.
Oh, speaking of the recruitment, we found a bunch of people. We should be good to go.
Oh, already? That was fast. I wasn't sure we would find enough participants. I thought I might have to sign up myself.
But yeah, it was pretty interesting seeing him, like, clear every wave in, like, one turn. Until, you know, like, the big one showed up. But all the multi-enemy waves that can respawn, he cleared them all, like, in one turn. Like, I don't think any enemy got to attack until the big guy spawned at all. And I just gotta say, wow. Wow. It could have been that easy, huh? If I was just not as stubborn. Well, there's still time.
Oh, don't worry about it. I can only focus on so many things anyway. If we have enough people, I should stick to organizing. I suppose I'm a little sad about not taking part. But I'm looking forward to the festival all the same. When the time comes, perhaps we could check it out together.
Miss Kamisato!
Nope.
Another letter from the Kanjo Commission.
You're busy.
Coming! Sorry, duty calls.
Something
We'll have to
I'm
talk
happy
about
for
our
him.
plans another time.
I'm very happy for him. But
My
it does
brother's
make
the
me
one
feel a bit more
overseeing the
inadequate
teams.
about myself.
I believe he's in
Even
the
though I
courtyard
shouldn't
with
feel
Lady
bad
Gucci.
because,
You
again,
can go in when you're ready.
I had way harder conditions for that fight than him.
Thanks, Ayaka. See you later.
Again, highest possible difficulty. I wasn't as over-leveled as he was. And I'm not following a guide while playing the game. So those factors combined definitely
See
made
you
it a bit
later.
harder. Well, I am kind of
Wow.
slightly
Ayaka's
following some
really working
guidance.
hard.
Because people are
This
telling me
week
which
policy.
characters I have to get
You're
close
the
to get the
festival
alternate
representative,
ending.
And that makes Paimon the representative of the representative. So in
But I
other
guess
words,
that's the only real
let's
quote-unquote
see.
guide I'm getting. Like, be sure to max out these 3 characters.
Ah, it's about time. I could hear you talking outside.
Ah, and you're not voice acted. Alright, in honor of Spinne being here, I shall bestow upon you the douchebag voice. I apologize for not greeting you upon arrival. The Lady Gucci and I were discussing something urgent.
Oh, don't worry about it. We were talking to Ayaka anyway.
Yeah, we aren't talking to you.
Now that young lady is one enthusiastic volunteer, especially when she heard about your involvement, Traveler. Solved our personnel problem in one fell swoop.
So, you took the opportunity to order her around as well?
Hardly. It was entirely her decision. Besides, you really think I could order her around with her big brother standing right there?
Yes.
I do hope she gets what she wants out of the event. Now I see the Bakudanuki are no longer with you. I assume that means the teams are set.
Yep, here's the situation. You explain what happened to Ayato.
Longhorned Oni and Short-horned Oni. Those are some interesting names. I was hoping Toma would use the festival as an excuse to relax, but it would seem he refuses to remain idle. He even signed up as a participant. Well, here's to hoping the game development is enjoyable at the very least.
Huh, Mizuki signed up too? Along with the Soul of the Deep. Now this is getting interesting.
Everyone's
I knew
participating.
it was a good idea to put you in charge of recruitment, Traveler.
They're planning to use your festival to promote Isa Bathhouse.
Oh, is that so? Then perhaps I should up the ante.
Oh, you're also gonna put in more effort?
So, Ayato, is everything set on your end then?
Yes, the Yashiro Commission will be in contact with each team and arrange for lodging, food, equipment, and travel. We will also determine the overall theme for the games, which will be announced 48 hours before the opening of the festival.
Yes, that's all well and good. I just have one small adjustment.
That doesn't bode well. That really doesn't bode well.
Why so anxious? I'm just trying to keep things exciting. When we're ready to announce the theme, come to the festival grounds at the foot of Mount Yogo. We'll see you there.
Alright. Until the next day, 13 to 16. Alright, can do. There we go. Come on, come on, come on, move things along. I want to progress. Does that mean we're already on Act 2? I hope so.
The theme for the games is being announced today, right? Who knows what Miko's got up her sleeve? Let's go check it out.
Probably not gonna be on part 2 yet, but here's hoping it's gonna be quick progress, because after all, I did start the first part in the last stream already. So there is a chance. And we're here.
Though the festival has yet to begin, the game development process is sure to attract a crowd. It is the Tenryou Commission's responsibility to maintain security and order throughout the entirety of the proceedings, so remain vigilant, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Sora!
Who is also not voice acted.
Oh, it's you. It's been a while.
You guys are here early. There's still 3 whole days until the festival starts.
Correction, there's a little over 48 hours. Besides, many patrons are already here to observe the development process. Festival security starts now.
Oh, wait, but what about the statue of the, almighty, Narukami-yogo? Yeah, you know the one. Won't you miss out on it again?
Want us to buy one for you?
No need. All statues of Her Excellency, the Almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder, being sold at this event are an old model. And as it turns out, I already own 5 of said model at home.
But don't you want a 6th one?
Okay, well that's definitely more than enough.
Yes, I only own 5 statues of Her Excellency at any given time. This is my maximum. Any more, and I'm afraid I would not be able to afford them the proper care.
Oh, that's the reason?
So it seems.
Personal matters aside, I heard you are the representative for this event. You should proceed to the stage and speak with Lady Guji.
Oh, right. Looks like we're running out of time. Let's go then. See you later, Sora.
Yeah, let me go back to the voice acted characters.
Goodbye.
Ma'am, we have a message from Commission Headquarters. They need you to return as soon as possible.
Headquarters, now of all times? Alright, keep watching my absence, I won't be long.
Please be long. I don't need you around. Until you gain a voice.
Ah, you're here. Now we can get the ball rolling.
Are we late?
Right on time, I'd say. I was just about to announce the theme for the games.
Alright then. Hit me. What's that thing behind you?
Oh, this? Just a little something to spice things up.
That doesn't explain anything.
So, stay tuned.
We should be getting close, right?
So sleepy. Can't wait anymore.
A theme decided by Miko and the Yashiro Commission. What's it gonna be?
One thing we all share is our capacity to dream. Outlandish
So it's time for
fantasies
nightmares.
of the mind, nostalgic memories of the past, or telling reflections of our inner selves. In a similar sense, games also blur the lines between fantasy and reality. Just like our dreams, the bounds of possibility are as limitless as our imagination. With that in
So
mind,
what you're saying is?
your task is to create a game within the next 48 hours centered around the theme
I
of
feel like a certain
dreams.
someone has an
The genre
advantage
and
when it comes to
style are
dreams.
completely up to you.
Oh well.
Okay, nothing too crazy so far.
And to provide some additional motivation, the winning team will be awarded the Tanuki Game Award, as well as a generous sum of mora, and a sponsorship from Yai Publishing
I
House.
feel like we
to
know
fully
who's gonna
develop the
win.
game and promote it throughout
Sponsorship
all
from Yai
Inazuma.
Publishing. Sponsorship from Yai Publishing House. It's a theme about dreams. I feel like someone's getting set up for the win here. Especially since they're also working on their expansion.
In the interest of fairness, the evaluation committee will decide the winner based on attendee feedback, as well as the opinion of our festival representative. Now, with that out
Okay.
of the way, let the game development begin. The 48-hour countdown begins now.
Well, Miko's sudden announcement leaves people reeling. The teams quickly get to work. Ah, so this is gonna be the time skip to part 2.
Looks like things are going well. We've just started, and it seems like all our teams have a plan. Plus, with the transformative powers of the Bakedanuki, bringing those visions to fruition should be a lot easier. As the festival's most important judge and representative, you should go check on the progress, don't you think?
Me as the main judge, really?
It all comes down to fairness, as I said. I worked with the Yashiro Commission to come up with the theme, so the judging must go to someone else. Oh, no need to stress, though. It's all fun and games, is it not? Just choose the one you enjoy the most. Of course, if it's appearances you're worried about, you could always, I don't know, check in on the teams and ask about their ideas?
I plan to take this seriously like I always do.
And that proves that I picked the right person. Go on then, I won't keep you.
Alright, let's get to work. And by get to work, I mean get ready for the time skip. Look at her go! Alright, we're making good time so far.
So, you need to pick the best game, huh? Well, why don't we take a look around to get a feel for things? Then we can go talk to Miko.
Well, I guess it's not quite time yet for the skip. When is part 1 ending?
Hey there, Mizuki, Kokomi, and Gyobu Koban. How are things going over here?
Not bad. We've made a lot of progress. Miss Mizuki is very experienced, and Gyoba Koban's abilities are simply astounding.
Piece of cake. Experienced, huh? That must put you at a huge advantage. Is it because you
Sure
use games
does.
in your work?
I'm not sure it gives me an advantage, per se. The games I use are for clinical purposes, not entertainment. But if we want that award, we need something a lot more fun. So my experience only goes so far.
That reminds me, the Yashiro Commission chose dreams as the theme of the competition. Do you think that was targeted at us?
Huh. Using dreams to test a dream eater? Yeah, it does sound like some kind of challenge.
Sure does sound like it.
They knew we wanted to use this as an opportunity to advertise our game, but now it's a competition. Which means if we lose, our game will be completely overshadowed by the winner. And if we win, she gets a share of the profits as the primary investor. Miss Fried Tofu of all the frills is on the top of her game.
Wow, that's a lot of scheming.
Screaming?
On the other hand, if we do win first place, the prestige
yup.
will help us get the word out, which should increase the popularity of the bathhouse on Watatsumi Island.
They're gonna win because of that
As for Yai
alone.
Publishing House's sponsorship, As long as we win the competition, we get to decide the terms.
Winner takes all, huh? I suppose it works both ways. This definitely has the Lady Guji written all over it.
My guess is that she's doing this all for the entertainment factor. For fun, basically.
Fun. Kyobu Koban likes fun.
You think you're gonna? Alright, that's fair. Thanks for the lurk.
Well said. I suppose that's the purpose of a game after all. For now, let's focus on making our game the best it can be.
Good idea. So what kind of game are you gonna make?
We're calling it A Little Fox's Daydream. Basically, you
And thanks for
play
the
as a
pats,
fox,
too.
navigating between sweet dreams and nightmares in search of delicious fried tofu.
I think I might know who the little fox is supposed to be.
Yeah, looks like that fox takes some inspiration from, real life.
Well, the design was Miss Mizuki's idea, but I'm completely on board. Sometimes the only way to meet a challenge is with a challenge of your own.
Fighting fire with fire, huh?
That's the definition of fun, don't you think? So, wanna give it a try?
Next time for sure.
Next time, that's a promise.
Alright. Next one. I'll give this stuff a try. Off screen! Because I only care about the story on stream. Alright, let's add another elemental reaction here.
Toma is the best.
That's nice of you, but it's all thanks to Akitsuyuge that I came up with this in the first place. And that was all you.
Anything for Boss Toma. Whoa, guess this team really hit it off.
Sure seems like it.
Oh, hey there, Code and Paimon.
Looks like you're getting along great with Kozo and the others. Guess a fixer can work with just about anyone, huh?
I have Ito to thank, actually. He introduced me to Kozo and the others after the day you left. The day after you left. We didn't get to see each other much during the test of courage, but they're a friendly group of yokai. All I had to do was mention the Mikawa Flower Festival, and they agreed to help right away. They even showed up bright and early this morning.
That makes sense. It was their dream to host the Mikawa Flower Festival. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, totally. We've been dreaming about it for a long time.
So, what are you planning for the game?
Alright.
It kinda sounded like you're making a sequel to Akitsuyuge.
I suppose it's a spiritual sequel of sorts. It's a combination of Akitsuyuge and Mondstadt's Ludi Harpastum. I call it Akitsu Harpastum. It's pretty simple, actually. Just swing the racket to hit the balls back where they came from.
But what does that have to do with the theme?
Good question. The Lady Guji did say that reminiscing about nostalgic memories is a form of dreaming, right? For many years after leaving Mondstadt, the only place I could experience Ludi Harpastum was in my dreams. Once I was old enough to go back on my own, too much had changed. My age, my mindset, whatever it was, the Ludi Harpastum of my childhood was gone.
Toma.
So I suppose you could say Akitsu Harpastum is a childhood dream many years in the making. Oh, and in the playtest stage, I added a few characters that often appear in fairy tales and dreamscapes. Hopefully that reinforces the theme a bit more. Wanna give it a try?
Next time for sure.
Almost forgot, you're an important figure in this event. Well, don't let us keep you. Come back anytime.
Alright, one more. Hello, Sayu. Alright, introduce us to your event.
You've made so much progress already!
Heh, all credit to Kichiboshi. We just told him what we wanted, and he made the set in no time.
He helped with the gameplay too. All we had was a prototype, and now it's ready for playtesting already. His skills are amazing. Kichiboshi, amazing!
Very amazing.
So, how do we play? It doesn't seem super
Tell me when
obvious.
I'm back another time.
The board is infused with yokai power. All you need to do is place your hand on this, on it to enter the dreamscape. At least, I think that's how it works, right, Kichiboshi?
Or it's for very smart.
So, you could say that your game unifies human ingenuity
Really?
with
Really,
Bake
Paimon?
Kaneki magic to create a scene that is completely illusory. Very creative.
What for suddenly use many big words?
Pretending to have brain juice.
You sure sound official all of a sudden, Paimon. Are you trying to act like a real judge?
Don't mind her, I'm the real judge.
This new style of game development deserves a name. How about Unreal? Oh, or Unity.
Really? Game development. Unreal or Unity? We're really doing this now. We're really doing the meta jokes. Alright, I see what you're doing. Could you tell us more about your games? About your game?
You betcha.
Hey, a little acknowledgement would be nice.
Although Sayu's the better person to ask, Bushin Phantasm is her brainchild after all.
Bunshin Phantasm.
Yeah, it's based on a dream I had. In the dream, I learned to make bunshin, and I made them do all my work for me. With my clones around, there was no reason for that lady to come find me, so I could sleep as long as I wanted. So,
Fair
even
enough.
when you're asleep, you dream of getting more sleep?
Relatable.
It's just, I got so excited at the prospect that I actually woke myself up. If only I could make bunshin in real life.
Your clones might not want to work any more than you do.
Well, then, even if some get caught, the others could take a nap in the meantime, right?
I guess that's a winning
if your clones
mindset.
do all the work, doesn't all that fatigue transfer back to you in the end? Oh, well, when you put it that way, I don't know anymore.
All dreams are nonsensical and complicated in their own way, but that's what makes them interesting. Anyway, that's our game, the most wonderful Bunshin Phantasm. Mujina body doubles to the rescue.
What's a Mujina body double? That's a long story. Wanna just give it a try?
Next time for sure.
Ah, right, you have other teams to check out. All good. Whenever you're ready to play, just touch the board and you're good to go.
Alright, we checked out each of the games. Wanna give any of them another go? If not, let's head back and find Miko.
What do you mean another go? I haven't given them one go yet. Alright, Miko, I'm here.
Well, did you get a good look at all the games?
Yes, I didn't play any of them, but I got a good look. I think so.
Oh, and what are your thoughts? I'm all ears.
You share your playtest insight with Miko, the playtest insight that never
fascinating.
existed.
Which game are you looking forward to the most?
I'm gonna say Mizuki's A Little Fox's Day, because I want to give her the advertisement. She needs the win. Quickly cut yourself off upon sensing a sharp look from Miko.
What an interesting take on the theme. Tell me, did it come from Miss Soul of the Deep, or my dear old friend?
You're not going to charge them for using your likeness, are you?
Not a bad idea. But I'm more interested in seeing how this plays out, which means turning a blind eye. For now.
Don't wink at me
We
like
had
that
to
ever
pick
again.
one, but honestly, all the ideas were pretty good.
It's still early days, so there's no rush to make a decision. Plenty of novels at Yai Publishing House have opened on a high note, only to lose the plot halfway through. You can pick your favorite game once everyone's done with their work.
Alright. Does that mean it's now time to get on to part 2? Feel like that took way too long.
Wow, time really flew by today. It's so late already.
It really didn't fly
The
by.
game moves were cool, but the food was even better. There were vendors selling dongo milk, tricolor dongo, rice cake soup, you name it.
Of course you care about the food the most.
Paimon saved a skewer just for you. Here, before it gets cold.
It's not something you just didn't finish, right?
No, of course not. If you don't want it, Paimon will eat it herself.
You enjoy the soft and chewy texture of the snack. With the excitement of the festival all around you, it almost tastes sweeter than usual.
It's great, right? Which means we should come back for more tomorrow.
You at least tried them before talking to her. Well, I'll play them all, you know, when it's time to play them all. So that's why you saved one for me.
Wait. Do you see that up ahead? What's someone doing out this late? Huh.
How are we still on the first
Those look
part of
kinda
this
weird.
event?
Oh, could they be one of those costumed actors Miko mentioned? Hey, hello there? Are you also here for the festival?
I think that's a no. Paimon, watch out! No, the snack! You'll be unable to use elemental skills or bursts during combat, but you will obtain new abilities known as Parry and Veil Break. When using Parry, the traveler will raise their weapon in a defensive stance, greatly decreasing damage taken. Parry has a fixed cooldown. You will gain Verity when you use normal attacks and charge attacks against your opponent, or when successful to parry. Verity will also accumulate over time. When you max out Verity, you can activate a Veil Break to deal massive damage. Veil Breaks can store 2 usages. If you parry just as your opponent is striking, you can completely negate any damage that would be done to you and reset parry's cooldown. Completing such a perfect parry against your opponent's attacks may cause you to accumulate more Verity. When your opponent is about to use Oni Devourer, their weapon will shine brightly. Perfect parry this technique to unleash a powerful counterattack and irritate damage to your opponent.
What was that
Wow.
for? They attacked us out of nowhere! Something's not right about this.
Oh, so you triple up, huh?
Be careful, traveler!
This feels very random, I will say. Like, very random to introduce this. For just... Please tell me I'm not the only one thinking this is just out of nowhere. But yeah, you think it's random, I think it's random, we all think it's random. Is that it? I guess so, for now. Never mind. So fast. When did this dagger get here? Hold on, I know this feeling. I felt it several times before. This is some kind of dream state, huh? I'm in a dream! I'm about to lucid dream!
Traveler? Hey, are you alright?
What just happened?
Well, you fought that strange person and made them disappear. But then, all of a sudden you started backing up like you were super afraid of something.
I'm fine now, don't worry.
Whew. You nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
I saw a dagger, but that was Tricolor Dango the whole time, so it was just a nightmare. Luckily, I heard the sound of thunder in the dream. Otherwise, it probably would have taken me longer to break out of the nightmare.
So what was with that thunder just now? It came out of nowhere and it wasn't even
And it
raining.
struck me. Actually, I'm surprised it didn't damage me, huh?
What's wrong?
So the thunder wasn't part of the dream. Who was that person? Hello!
Has a nightmare returned to Inazuma once again?
Hey, Komura! Time to go! The stalls are closed, so let's head home for the night. Hey, did you hear me? No more gaming tonight. We
Damn.
can come back tomorrow.
No more
Komura.
gaming, you say?
Komura! Komura?
What's with the yelling? I can hear you just fine. Let's go.
Huh?
What? You're not coming? Why are you giving me that look?
Kimura, weren't you
Shit's getting weird.
over there just now?
There we go. First night. And that's almost an hour with me already having done a bunch of it beforehand. Wait until the next morning. That's 7 a.m. There we go.
What happened last night? We couldn't find anyone to discuss it with because it was so late. Well, Miku and the others should be at the grounds by now, right? Let's go talk to them.
I'm already on the way. Actually walking so you could finish your dialogue segment. Alright. Continue on to part 2.
Huh. Doesn't look like Miko is around here anywhere. Paimon doesn't see Ayato or Ayaka either. Are we too early?
Alright.
Didn't Ayato say he prepared lodging for everyone at the shrine?
Did you hear? Someone encountered a doppelganger here last night.
A doppelganger? You mean like a doppelganger of themselves? Or someone they know?
Or both.
You know what they say. Anyone who sees their doppelganger will be replaced by them within 3 days.
That's just a folktale. It's not real.
Doppelgangers?
In a fantasy
That's a
world?
common folk tale in Inazuma, isn't it? Ever heard of it, Traveler?
I know the gist.
Yeah, it's a pretty famous one, huh? A friend being replaced by a complete stranger? Also, the timing is a bit too coincidental, don't you think? Could it
Definitely
be related
feels
to what
like
we
it
saw
could be
last night?
related. Absolutely.
The whole doppelganger thing sounds kind of like what Sayu was talking about with Bunshin Phantasm. Maybe something went wrong with Kichiboshi's powers? Well, thinking about it isn't going to get us anywhere. Why don't we go check on Sayu's team?
Guess we shall do that. If they show up.
Huh? They're not here yet.
Maybe they're still asleep?
Well, if it is Sayu we're talking about, it's definitely possible. Oh, someone's coming. Weird. Is he here to work on the equipment? But he doesn't look like any of the workers we saw yesterday. And it doesn't seem like he's here for the games.
He's acting sus. Let's get him.
He snuck away again. Do you think he might be...
Let's follow him and see what he does.
He's constantly looking back. Paimon's calling it now. Something fishy is going on.
Don't jump to conclusions. Let's keep watching.
Good point. He could be on his way to meet someone. Let the hunter become the hunted.
Reporting back, ma'am. Nothing suspicious to note at the Bunshin Phantasm booth. It's possible there's no connection to the incident from last night.
Ah, I see. So just an investigation. I see that. That's Kuchusara. Okay. I see. Did you find any other clues?
Sarah?
Ah, good morning, you two.
Hazel! What's going on here?
I was wondering who was daring enough to sneak up on one of our detectives. Maybe I should have expected it to be you. Guess that makes us the hunted. Code, Paimon. It's us, yes.
Forgive me, ma'am. I have failed as a detective. I did not realize someone was on my tail.
You're fired. Considering Code's skill, the fault is not with you.
So,
You're still fired, though.
what's going on? What are you investigating? Must be serious if Hazel's involved.
Well, about that. Unfortunately, my orders prevent me from sharing that information with you.
Huh? What orders? You really can't tell us anything?
Apparently not. Sarah and Hazel are so hesitant to divulge information, there's only one person who could be responsible. Those orders come from the Shogun, don't they? Seems like
An
it.
astute observation, Traveler. Tell him the truth.
Shogun!
What? The Shogun is here?
I mean, she probably knows that I already know. No, I believe this is A.
You recognized me with a single glance?
Apparently I did. Shogun, we still haven't completed the investigation.
It matters not. I am certain the person standing before us is our friend, the Traveler. His gaze, his presence, his mastery of several types of elemental energy. There is no mistake. And we need his help.
Understood. An investigation team was sent to survey a piece of land yesterday. The Tenryo Commission received a report that the team was found unconscious in the field. Not only that, but the group appeared to have become trapped in an endless nightmare, unable to wake up.
Please! Stay away!
Flashbang. We detected intermittent traces of yokai power where they were found. We followed the traces and ended up here, just outside the festival grounds.
What?
Should we call off the festival? Unfortunately, it's not that simple. You've heard the rumors about the doppelgangers, yes? We suspect the culprit has the ability to change form, allowing them to spread misinformation at will. They may have already infiltrated the festival grounds. If we call off the festival, we may give them a chance to escape amid the chaos. Even the slightest movement could alert them. Locking down the festival grounds could provoke them to attack, which would endanger the public.
You're right. That's a big risk.
The purpose of this festival is to bring humans and yokai together. We cannot allow the culprit to endanger anyone.
But what if they attack again? A very valid concern. Last night we dispatched a group of soldiers to the festival grounds. They'll remain undercover to keep an eye on things. We also blocked off several nearby roads under the pretext of construction, so we can keep civilians away as much as possible. Even the almighty Shogun has taken it upon herself to patrol the area all night.
Fortunately, no one else has been harmed.
Thank you.
Ah, so the thunder we heard was you!
I apologize for our failings, Shogun. You should not have had to intervene.
On the contrary, it was my decision. I was unable to capture the culprit last night, so I left to discuss a plan with Miko. I did not show myself once I saw you were safe, and for that, I apologize.
No need. Appreciate the help anyway.
Miko, where is she?
Dead.
She is investigating the trace of yokai power found at the scene. Though it fades in and out, it never strays from Mount Yogo.
Which means the culprit infiltrated the festival grounds. They must still be nearby. Only people close to the grounds last night were the staff and the contestants staying at the shrine.
Miko is working with the Kamisato siblings to verify the identities of the staff members. They should be done soon. As for the contestants, that inquiry must be performed by someone else.
Is that why you need my help?
The Tenryo Commission is too conspicuous. But
and the
as
hero
the
hero of all of that
isn't arousing suspicion.
Sure, whatever.
Okay, so you need us to talk to the teams and see if there's an imposter among us?
Imposter among us? Guys, I can't believe it. Imposter Among Us is in Genshin Impact.
Precisely. Traveler, I understand these people are your friends, and it puts you in a difficult position. But if one of them has indeed been displaced by a yokai, they could be in grave danger.
I understand. I'll do my best.
Thank you. I truly hope the situation is not as grave as it seems.
What are you guys gonna do next? Continue to investigate from a distance?
Well, there's only so much we can learn that way, so I think we need to find a way to slip into the grounds. It's better for us to be at the scene if something goes wrong. I fear the Shogun is far too revered a figure for that. If she arrives at the grounds, it will certainly cause a stir.
Worry not. Miko and I discussed that issue. She claims to have a plan. The preparations are underway as we speak.
One of her genius plans, huh?
Somehow, scheme seems more accurate.
Indeed. If you learn any details of said plan, I would like to know what I'm getting myself into.
You'll never know until it's too late. As though beholding illusions.
Okay, so where do we start? We need to ask questions to figure out if there's an imposter, but we can't arouse suspicion. Looks like Sayu's team is already here. Well, guess we'll just play it by ear.
Alright. The first group. Hi, Sayu. Are you an imposter among us?
So tired.
No, that feels pretty accurate to her.
How come you two have so much energy? Didn't you stay up even later than me?
We...
Kichiboshi. That's not a nice thing to say to a friend. Sayu's probably just tired because she came up with all the ideas yesterday. Need a break, Sayu? I can start thinking about the ending stages in the meantime. It's been forever since we've done something fun together. You need to have enough energy to enjoy it.
Oh, it's okay. I can push through. Sayu and
She can push
seem
through?
the
Now
same
that
as
seems
ever.
sus.
Kichibushi too. How should we test them?
Let's ask about the past.
Oh, good idea! Doppelgangers only mimic appearances. They wouldn't know about someone's past. Let's give it a try.
Damn it, it's been too long since I've been to Inazuma. What if I don't remember their past?
White fur, yellow fur.
Well, you guys are here bright and early.
Yeah, well, the Traveler's judging this thing, so we can't slack off, right?
Still, you don't need to make anything, so what's the rush?
Yeah. If the people in charge are here early, that usually means there's been some kind of emergency.
Nothing of the sort.
Oh, no, it's just... The Traveler really wanted to see you.
Seriously, Paimon?
Oh, why?
Well, it's... your game! Playing your game yesterday brought up a whole bunch of old memories. So we wanted to come early to reminisce about
The game that we totally
old
played,
times.
by the way.
You know, because you might be busy later and stuff.
What kind of an excuse is that? They're busy now!
White fur, acting super strange.
You might even say acting sus. Time to change the topic. I was just thinking about the Aranara.
Oh, you know what? Me too. I thought about adding them to our game considering the dream theme and everything. But in the end, the idea just wouldn't come together.
Marinara? Yum!
No, it's not a food. The Aranara are like small yokai from Sumeru. They're super friendly and cute and can give you good dreams. Actually, that describes you too, Kichiboshi. If you ever go to Sumeru, I'm sure you'll be considered a good Nara.
Good banana?
That, yes.
Sumeru, huh? The dreams there are supposed to be special.
Yes, the Aranara
Did
smile.
you witness a dream or something? Maybe it could give us some inspiration, and we wouldn't have to think so much.
Ha, sorry, that dream is a little hard to describe, don't you think, Code?
It's a dream. It's really hard to use as a reference material.
Alright. I was just wondering what kind of dream it was, that's all.
I guess it was the kind where a lot of things happened. Anyway, it's a long story. How about we wait until after the competition? Code and I can tell it together.
Sounds good. After that, you share many more memories together.
Oh shoot, where did the time go? We have so many levels to design today.
We should get out of your fur, hair, then. Good luck, everyone!
Bye, White fur. Bye, yellow fur. Come back and play.
We will. Once all the story is done, I am gonna come back and play. But first, I gotta take care of the story portion of this.
Wow, we've had so many adventures, huh? You don't even realize it until someone brings up the past.
Do you still remember the original meaning of our journey?
Oh yeah, totally! It was... what was it again?
I figured.
Anyway, Paimon didn't pick up on anything suspicious from that team. If anything, we were the weird ones forcing conversations and stuff.
What if Paimon's the imposter? And whose fault is that?
Okay, so maybe it wasn't the best strategy. Leaning into the judge angle is probably a safer bet. Let's ask about the creative process behind the game and confirm their identities that way. Paimon saw Toma's team show up just now, so we can investigate them next.
Alright. Let's go. Hi, Toma.
Hey, bit more about the philosophy behind your game. Is now a good time?
Looks like our judges are hard at work this morning.
Philosophy?
Oh, Boss can explain that one.
Boss and Shose were up super late last night coming up with ideas.
Good, putting in the work, I
And
see.
he's back at it this morning, as energetic as ever. Boss is the best!
Oh, I don't deserve much praise, but when it comes to the talking part, I guess I'm the best person to answer your questions.
Time for an interview.
Glasses back on, of course.
Into you?
Ask away, judges. Did you design this game with anyone in mind? Well, from a design standpoint, we want it to be a game for everyone.
Not so fast. Everyone isn't an answer.
Damn.
You need to be more
Called
specific
out.
about your target audience.
You're absolutely right. Then allow me to revise my answer. Our target audience includes growing children ages 0 to 18.
Makes sense. Kids need a little exercise here and there.
Ages 0 as well? Well, that's very young. Second would be active adults, ages 18 to 40.
Right. Adults have more stamina, so they can get more out of the game.
And then the 40 plus crowd as well, I assume, right? Next would be older adults, ages 40 to 60, especially those in need of exercise.
Older adults. Exercise is important for healthy aging, but something feels off about this.
Yep. Finally, we have elderly people who are still full of life. That would be the 60 to 1,000 age range. So anyone over 1,000 years old is out. Damn. Sucks to suck.
Okay. Wait. That includes everyone!
Well, we can't forget about the yokai, right? This game is for humans and yokai alike, after all.
But not for Ioroi.
Because he's trapped in a statue, I'm guessing. Besides, you seem to agree with each group, Paimon, unless you intend to change your tune.
Next question!
You continue asking questions and Toma answers flawlessly. So there you have it. I hope that answers your question, judges.
Whoa. Not a single stumper.
Impressive. Well, I'm sure the interview is only part of the evaluation process. We'll see what you think when you play the game yourself. Which reminds me, I should probably get back to work on the stage. Wanna give it a try when we're done? It would be my pleasure. In that case, let's get to it.
Yes, Boss Toma!
We didn't really ask him anything about the past, though, and he gave a very broad answer.
Toma's answers were all very genuine. Paimon didn't notice anything un-Toma-like about them.
Still, there was nothing really characteristic that could be described as something only he would know.
Plus, he was with Shosei until late last night. If you think about when we saw the nightmare creature, the timing doesn't match up. Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird. So, we're back at square one. That just leaves Kokomi's team, right? Guess we should check them out.
Let's see how sus they... Oh, they aren't even here yet. Curious.
Huh? White fur and yellow fur are here early.
You're here alone?
Maybe they are the sus ones.
Where are Kokomi and the others?
Don't know about Great Yokai, but Soul Lady is behind you.
Soul Lady? Oh, as in Soul of the Deep. Okay. Wait, did you say behind us?
You're very sneaky.
You have questions for me, I presume.
Kokomi! A little warning next time!
Sounds like you already know why we're here.
Yes, I heard about the doppelganger incident. When I saw you around the venue just now, it wasn't hard to connect the dots.
Damn! We found someone else who's in on it.
As for what you want to know... Energy.
Energy? Oh! The numbers you write in your diary!
In a tree? Dryberry?
Don't worry about it. Ahem!
Oh,
so that proves it's her,
sorry.
I guess.
So we can leave it there, right? You don't need to ask any more questions, I would imagine.
Unless the doppelganger checked your diary for a second. Yep, all good.
As for Gyoba Koban, he was in the shrine all night. I can't imagine he's the criminal you're searching for.
Gyobu Koban is a criminal?
Yes.
No, of course not. You're in the clear.
It's actually Paimon.
In the clear. Is good?
Very good.
Good. What about Mizuki? Where did she go?
She died.
She left after receiving a message in the middle of the night. Looking back on it, perhaps it's related to your own investigation. Oh, as she left, I heard her whisper under her breath, ordering me around in the middle of the night. Who does she think she is?
Miko. She probably needed an expert on nightmares to help formulate a strategy. Well, I guess that also confirms Mizuki's identity.
Something tells me a certain someone is missing me.
Huh? Miko and Mizuki.
They're here! The voice acted ones.
Hello, traveler. Paimon.
Did you finish up your work?
Yes, I left the rest to the young fellow from the Kamisato clan. At least for now, there's nothing suspicious to note.
That means the culprit didn't manage to sneak in. That's a relief.
Just like that, you let down your guard?
Yes.
And all it took was for me to wear her face.
The culprit? It's you!
Imagine. If you keep joking like this, I won 30% of the profit.
Oh? Greedy little thing. I thought we agreed on 20.
You're the only one in Inazuma who would do that. The jokes.
Oh, it's getting harder and harder to tease you, traveler.
Can you stop with the teasing then? Even I'm reaching my limit.
500 years and you're still not used to it? Sounds like you need more practice.
At least spare me for the day. I can't take the mental torment right now. I'm running on fumes.
So what did you do last night?
Investigated the shogunate
She is a
officials'
big old
nightmares,
troll.
analyzed the traces of yokai power around Mount Yogo. Oh, and worked on some new game stages, of course.
All in one night?
The biggest troll in the game, probably.
Well, I didn't want someone to ruin the Mikawa Flower Festival. But I also wanted to do my best for my part of the festival. Besides, I've talked to many patients who worked multiple jobs just to make ends meet. Compared to that, complaining about one night of hard work is a little unreasonable, don't you think?
Well, I don't know about unreasonable.
Even so, I think you should take a break, Miss Mizuki. Gyoba Koban and I can handle the game development in the meantime. I learned a lot yesterday. I'm sure I can handle a few design elements while you get some rest. We can't have our lead developer out of commission. I'm not confident I can bring our vision to fruition on my own.
You're very persuasive, Kokomi. It would seem you also have a talent for clinical psychology. I'll leave it to you two then.
Sweet dreams.
Off you go. Mizuki goes to rest, a little unsteady on her feet. She looks exhausted.
Mizuki really cares about the festival, huh? She's putting so much pressure on herself.
Perhaps she's reminded of the festivals of the past when I was just a kid, and Mizuki a young Baku. We would rush past the other yokai,
Still
desperate to
wondering
get
who
the
the
first piece
imposter
of fried
among us
tofu
could
from the
be.
ramen stand. It would seem she
Again,
hasn't
I
forgotten,
wouldn't
even
quite
after
put it
500
past
years.
Toma to be the imposter. Remain
Enough
silent.
about the past. We must focus on the matter at hand.
But you didn't notice anything suspicious, right? That should mean the culprit didn't sneak in.
That's one possibility. The other is that the culprit's transformation is even more convincing than we imagined. In that case, we need a detective with a more professional skill set. Or we need to find a way to provoke them and get their facade to crack.
But that sounds dangerous.
If the culprit is deep in disguise, a slight provocation won't completely expose them. What we need is to create reasonable doubt. Make the culprit question whether their cover is blown. As they hesitate over whether to make some kind of last stand. That is our chance.
So how do you plan to provoke them?
Oh, A didn't tell you? Allow me to show you.
Oh?
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Mikawa Flower Festival, it is my honor to announce... An esteemed guest from Tenshukaku has agreed to take part in this year's festival. Please welcome
She's
Her
here.
Excellency, the almighty Narukami Ogosho, God of Thunder.
Big event!
It's the Shogun! The almighty Shogun is here in person.
She sure is.
So this was your plan, Miko?
Yes.
Well, not bad, right?
Wow, that was quite the entrance. Paimon can't believe she agreed to that.
The almighty Shogun's presence is bound to cause a stir. Instead of struggling to maintain a low profile, it's better for her to step into the open. And it means a detective can slip into the venue alongside the retinue without turning any heads at all. In the presence of the Shogun, not even the most cunning of criminals can let down their guard. Their every move needs to be faultless. The more you focus on getting one thing right, the easier it is for the rest to become cracks in the glass. That's what Miko wants us to take advantage of. She's using the almighty Shogun as bait. The Lady Gujin is as daring as ever.
Why didn't you clue us in earlier? We wasted all that time asking pointless questions.
Your intel was very useful, actually. We don't know how things will unfold, but I have a feeling the truth will be revealed soon. In the meantime, stick with the Shogun Code. We need everyone to focus on her. I'll do my best. Alright. Under my command, the Tenryo Commission will remain on high alert. If anything goes wrong, report back to me at once. It's the figure. After that, we surveyed each stall just like yesterday. Running all over the place. Look at us having a good time together. A's presence definitely caused a stir, but it didn't take long for the festive atmosphere to return. Maybe a day will come when A can leave Tenshukaku and it won't be so out of the ordinary. That would be nice, wouldn't it? For her to just have a normal day.
Another day of hard work. Where did the time go?
Damn it! Paimon was about to say something else. Why is it like that sometimes?
Almighty Shogun! Glory to your everlasting reign! Welcome. Welcome.
This stall looks familiar. Yet it would seem the ownership has changed hands.
Ah, you must be thinking of Tomoki. He wasn't feeling well today, so I'm filling in.
I see.
Curious.
Yet, you remind me of someone. A Doshin from the Tenryo Commission.
What are you looking at, eh?
Is that one of the undercover agents?
The food offerings. Although this vendor seems...
The vendor's giving me a pleading look. Judging by his cooking skill, it almost seems like this is his first day on the job. He's working.
Working? Ah, I see. I appreciate your dedication, sir.
Well, of course. It's an honor to serve such esteemed guests.
No need for formalities. I'll take 3 orders of dongo milk.
Right away.
3 orders? So Paimon gets one too?
No, all 3 are for her.
Yes. I wanted to thank you for accompanying me. Without you by my side, I imagine the people here would be on edge even now. I have my reasons for being here, of course, but I would hate to tarnish the festive atmosphere.
This festival's for everyone, including you.
Indeed. The Mikawa Flower Festival. Hundreds of years have passed since I last partook of the festivities. Much is different this time. The people, the place, the games. Yet, the name endures, and the joy of celebration along with it.
And apparently it still brings problems
I suppose
with it.
that, in itself, is a form of eternity.
Oh, don't bring it all back
Traveler,
to eternity now,
Paimon.
please.
And the almighty Shogun?
Oh, Mizuki! Looks like you got some much-needed rest.
Yume Mizuki. Thank you for your aid earlier.
Of course. I'm always willing to help. It's my duty. I wish I could have dispelled the nightmares. but this situation is uncharted territory for me.
Even so, relieving the pain of the nightmares is no small feat. You honor the legacy of the Yumekui Baku.
So not even Mizuki could fix it? What's going on with this nightmare creature?
Let's save the difficult questions for later.
She
Actually,
turned away.
I came
What
here
if
to
this
ask you something.
What if when Mizuki went to rest, she was replaced, and this is a fake standing in for the real one?
Want to come to the Isa bathhouse with me? Most of the contestants will be there. Oh, and don't worry about payment. It's my treat.
Really? Yes, let's go!
I don't know. Maybe she is real. You want us to go to the hot springs now?
Well, game development isn't easy. Most of the contestants are exhausted and could use a break.
I mean, fair enough.
You've been under a lot of pressure yourselves with the investigation and all, so I thought you might like to join.
Of course we would! Right, Traveler?
I will remain here. I rarely have time away from Tenshukaku, and I would like to continue perusing the stalls.
Aw, that's too bad.
Let her peruse. Anyway. Oh, this is actually a choice. I'm gonna say okay. I'll go.
I almost forgot. Miko wanted to talk to you, Traveler. I'll take you to her first.
Damn it. Well, I guess that's happening. Here I thought I would get an actual choice.
Well, why don't we all go?
Almighty Shogun, your dango milk is ready.
Oh, delicious.
No need, Shogun. Miko just had some quick things to go over with the judges, that's all. You and Paimon can wait here. We'll only be a minute.
Be right back.
Alright, now we can talk freely.
Miko doesn't need to see me, does she?
I think something's off with the Shogun. You've been with her the whole day. Have you noticed anything?
Something off? No.
Up close. Sometimes it's hard to see the whole picture. I think something is troubling her.
Something did seem off of A today, but she's not used to leaving Tenshukaku. Maybe she's not used to leaving Tenshukaku, or was it the reaction of the crowd? No, we've been through so much, something so trivial wouldn't shake her. She must be keeping something to herself.
I've witnessed a lot of cases where patients, for a variety of reasons, are unwilling or unable to seek help. Unfortunately, that only exacerbates the problem. Until their emotions become so heavy, even the strongest of people collapse under the weight. I see those warning signs in the Shogun.
So even the Archons aren't immune to emotional strain.
Humans,
so
yokai, and Archons bear the same capacity for emotion and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil.
I see.
It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy.
But sadly common, I understand.
Anyway, the quickest route to curing the mind is through the heart. That's where you come in, Traveler.
As a clinical psychologist, isn't that where you come in?
Approaching someone in a professional capacity often makes them more guarded. But don't worry, you'll still have my help. Here, with these 2 special coupons, you can get into Isa Bathhouse after closing. Then, this is what you're gonna do.
Guess we have a plan then.
Finally, you're back! Paimon's had 2 servings of dango milk already!
So you got my serving
Sorry
too,
for the
is
wait.
what you're saying.
It sounds like the Traveler has other plans, Paimon. So we'll head to the bathhouse on our own.
Huh? You're not coming?
I'll explain later, just have fun.
Okay. Paimon will bring you back a hot spring egg!
Alright. And so we split off. Goodbye, you two.
There is no need to stay behind on my behalf. If you leave now, I'm sure you can catch up.
Something tells me you chose to stay behind on our behalf.
What makes you say that?
You want everyone to relax.
If my presence makes them nervous or impedes their ability to relax, does that not defeat the purpose of going to the hot springs? I already disturbed their progress by coming to the festival. The last thing everyone needs is more distractions.
But aren't you under pressure too?
As you know, this body is hardly that fragile. It can operate for another 100 years with no issue.
You didn't deny it.
Mortals are weak in body and mind. If there is a choice of who to bear such a burden, naturally that person should be me.
What if you didn't have to worry about bothering anyone?
What does it matter? The world is not so easily bent to one's will.
I'll take that as a yes. I have a pair of special coupons here. We can get to the bathhouse, let's go.
What clever verbal tricks, Traveler. It appears you've been spending too much time with Miko.
I've been spending too much time with everyone. It's an honest offer.
You think you can get away with manipulating the Shogun? I wouldn't be so sure.
You'll go, won't you?
Persistent indeed. Very well. As you proposed,
I got it. I
we shall set
manipulated
out
the
at
Shogun.
midnight.
There we go. But until nighttime, 21. 21. There we go. Alright, we're ready to go.
Well, shall we head out?
Let's go.
All right. No reason to delay.
To the bathhouse!
Steam replete with the scent of orchids. Water that turns the complexion a blushing pink.
Nice that we get the
So,
art.
This is a hot spring.
And again, the typical thing that you always see in anime, that they somehow, for some reason, always enter the bath with a towel. Imagine entering with a towel. Spinne is lurking, and Spinne is the only mod who's currently here, right? Damn. Damn, that means I don't have anyone to ban the person, and I'd have to do it myself. Is this your first time here?
Yes, there are royal hot springs near Tenshukaku. But the plans were set in motion only after Hiragi Hiroshi introduced the Snezhnayan blast furnace to Inazuma. And that was 500 years ago.
Oh, we're getting a history lesson
When the project
here,
was
huh?
complete, I was already in the plain of Euthymia. And naturally, the body of the Shogun has no need for such luxuries.
Hiragi Hiroshi.
The members of the Kanjo Commission were once friends with Makoto and the Kitsune Saigu. Although mere mortals, those who managed to survive back then were special individuals indeed.
Does it have anything to do with what's happening right now?
What makes you say that?
That look on your face.
Now I see why my officials claim that the hot springs facilitate conversation. Even I find myself divulging more than intended. You're correct.
Oh, it's getting very
Following
steamy.
the dark disaster 500 years ago, a nightmare engulfed Inazuma. On a battlefield consumed in darkness, our soldiers fought against dark forces. Creatures capable of possessing people and trapping them in nightmares. Even the Yumekui Baku could do nothing to wake them.
Doesn't seem bad enough to make you this upset.
Perhaps not. The battle was intense. Those who stood up in defense of this land knew the chance of survival was slim. In the face of certain death, surely a nightmare is nothing to fear. But what if I told you this? If the person trapped in the nightmare was strong enough to overcome incapacitation, it would become a waking nightmare instead.
How so?
The person would lose all capacity to distinguish dream from reality, perceiving everything in the real world as a continuation of the war, and every precious thing in life as an enemy to be annihilated.
Oh boy, indeed.
That is a far more painful nightmare, both for the person in question and those around them.
If I hadn't broken out of the nightmare yesterday, would that have happened to me? Then A must be so worried because... Did that happen to someone back then?
Yes.
What happened?
I unleashed Muso no Hitotachi and struck her down.
I'm sorry.
No need. I have no regrets. I know it was the right decision, both for Inazuma's sake and her own. If necessary, I would do it again.
Hey.
Well, it's about time you two showed yourselves, yes? You've listened in long enough.
Oh.
Oh, it's you two.
Before you say anything, this part wasn't me.
Well, look who it is. And she doesn't have the tail wrapped around her leg currently. Well, there they go. Look at that face, like, of distraught. Like, why am I here? Well, I guess we're all joining in then.
Well, since the cat's out of the bag, how about a hot spring tea party?
Hey!
Ah, nice and warm. No wonder the hot springs
Someone's
relax
mad,
your
someone's
inhibitions,
uncomfortable, and we're just like, okay, we're just unsure about how to feel.
So who came up with this idea? I want the truth.
I guess both of us?
Well, I happened to consult a certain clinical psychologist about how to get an old friend to open up. In her expert opinion, doing something new with a trusted companion in a new environment can make someone less guarded. Looks like it worked like a charm.
I understand the reason, but why not do it yourself?
It's one thing to trust that Miko has good intentions, but would you let your guard down around her?
Good point.
Your concern is misplaced. I kept these matters to myself because I was unsure whether this incident is connected to the past, and I did not want to interfere with the investigation. If the investigation reached an impasse, or new clues pointed to the nightmare from back then, naturally, I would have discussed this intel with you.
Intel, huh? It appears you still don't understand why I wanted you to open up in the first place.
Open up emotionally.
Help! Help me!
What was that?
Sounds like it came from outside. Let's check it out.
But we should get dressed first, right? Right? Maybe?
Oh no! Someone's unconscious!
Is it the nightmare?
It seems different in some respects. Step back and allow me to examine her.
She's awake?
What's going on? Almighty Shogun?
What happened just now? What frightened you?
Shogun,
You better
It's
answer the
all
question.
right. With the Shogun here, nothing can hurt you. Just take a deep breath and tell us what happened.
I almost fainted again just now.
Is that what happened earlier? You fainted?
Yes. I was on my way to Uyu restaurant. And as I was crossing the bridge, I saw someone staring at me from behind a tree. It was hard to make out their appearance in the dark, but I had a bad feeling. So I tried to get a closer look in the moonlight.
And it was you! Yep.
It was me! In that moment, I thought about how people who see their doppelganger usually end up dead, and I fainted from the shock. I don't remember anything after that.
A doppelganger in Inazuma City. But we only detected traces of the nightmare around Mount Yogo.
I heard that people encountered doppelgangers at Mount Yogo too! Could it be the work of some terrible yokai?
Don't worry about that.
Now that we have an understanding of the situation, why don't I take you to the police station to file a report?
Okay.
Off you go.
The situation is getting worse. If the doppelganger is limited to the festival grounds, that's one thing. But appearing on a random street in Inazuma City...
On the bright side, the victim seems okay this time.
Unless she's already been replaced.
Bad news, Shogun!
A Tenryo Commission official? What's wrong?
Another victim at the At the festival, Kappa is trapped in a nightmare!
Oh, so now they're coming after the yokai
What?
too, huh?
But Sarah and the others were keeping watch.
Make haste. Back to Mount Yogo at once.
Oh! Yeah, hello there, I saw you. You looked evil. Watching us.
Kappa! Kappa! Excuse me. Let me take a look.
Mizuki, Traveler, finally you're back!
We are. Shogun, the fault is mine. The Tenryu Commission failed to protect those under our charge.
Now is not the time to cast blame. Did anyone witness the attack?
No, we have failed you. There's no trace of the enemy.
We split up for just a second, and the next thing we knew, he was on the ground.
Oh, it must be some terrible yokai.
Other than the Bakedanuki transformation, there was no trace of yokai power at the scene. It's almost like the culprit's methods are getting more sophisticated. Doppelganger in Inazuma City. Also seemed to appear without warning. Kappa indeed. Kappa, no! Wait, there was a doppelganger in Inazuma City. Yeah, seems like it. Doppelganger's nightmares in Inazuma City, Mount Yogo.
How is he, Mizuki?
It's strange. I can't perceive his nightmare. It's almost like he's not there at all.
The yokai! It must be getting stronger!
Kappa, oh, please don't die.
It's my fault. I should have anticipated the culprit might resort to more sophisticated methods.
No. It was I who underestimated the enemy. I who allowed us to continue the festival despite the potential dangers. Sarah, what is the status of the other contestants and staff?
All normal. I asked the Tenryu Commission to move them to a secure location just to be safe.
Good. By decree of the Shogun, I declare that the Mikawa Flower Festival is...
not cancelled.
Wait.
What is it, Miko?
You're being too hasty, eh? I understand your concern for the people, but I urge you to think this through, or we risk playing into the enemy's hand. Considering your history with nightmares, you have better cause than anyone to exercise caution. But do you truly believe that what we're facing now is just a nightmare?
Explain.
Call it intuition. If you want the
Intuition is
truth,
a very
perhaps
powerful
Doshin
thing, you know.
Shikanoin could shed some light. I believe there's been a break in the case.
You flatter me, Lady Guji. I do have a few ideas. Up to this point, we've only detected traces of the nightmare creature around Mount Yogu, and now a doppelganger appears in Inazuma City. Our original thought was that the culprit infiltrated the venue to evade capture. If so, there would be no reason for them to risk exposure by continuing to change form. Rather than concluding that the nightmare creature, on top of everything, now has the ability to disappear without a trace, I think there's a different possibility. It's a psychological phenomenon? The people who saw doppelgangers were mistaken and the nightmare I saw wasn't real. No, I can't just explain it that way. Interpret. The nightmare creature and the doppelgangers are separate entities. That's why their methods are so different. They have separate goals. An enemy that has two different abilities and can suddenly appear and disappear without a trace seems too random, like a null from Yaya Publishing House that tries to incorporate every element under the sun. Well, there's only one thing that seems logical here. It's a different person. That's right, the entities appeared at the same time and place. That's why the Tenryu Commission conflated the two at first. But if we ignore the nightmare creature and look at the doppelganger incident in isolation, the culprit's motive is clear. Taking control of Inazuma by replacing everyone with doppelgangers. I doubt even a folktale will come up with something so unrealistic. We thought the culprit was changing forms to evade capture, but if the doppelganger isn't responsible for the nightmares, there would be no more deserving of arrest than a random prankster. The doppelganger incident didn't actually hurt anyone, but the folktale about doppelgangers did cause people to panic. That must be the culprit's goal. Submit. That's right, because of the folktale about doppelgangers, the culprit was able to incite panic without attacking anyone at all. But after the Tenryu Commission secured the venue, the culprit appeared in Inazuma City so that the panic would spread. But what is the end goal? Panic doesn't seem like enough of a motive. You're right, panic is a means to an end. But I think the shift to Inazuma City proved something. Whatever their goal, terrorizing one location wasn't enough. And since Inazuma City is their new target, the person they're impersonating at the festival
should be absent. Unless the culprit found a way to cover their tracks with, and incite more panic by leaving behind a stand-in. Kappa, you fool! How could you do this?
Kappa is made of wood?
Kappa is the prankster!
No wonder I couldn't sense the nightmare.
I see. So the doppelganger infiltrated the festival as Kappa and is currently hiding in Inazuma City. Is that correct?
Not just that, replacing one person wasn't enough. If multiple people are replaced at once, they can cover for each other. We didn't get to see each other much during the test of courage.
Kozo and his two friends were together the whole time, too. They would have noticed if someone was acting weird.
This kind of transformation is said to have a particular weakness. If the subject is frightened, the disguise starts to crumble, isn't that right? Yoko and Hitotsume Kozo?
It's a Bakedaniki tail!
Got him!
Kikaku! Kikaku! Run!
Tetsunosuke? They're getting away!
Kill them!
Aren't you supposed to be in Inazuma City?
And leave you two by yourselves? That's not the Tanuki way!
No fighting! Let's go!
Why are you evil?
Bakedaniki! Those little terrors! Come on, let's go after them!
On it.
Paimon's had enough of these things! What even are they? More Bakedaniki tricks?
Well, that wasn't too tough.
Nothing's working! The humans are catching up!
Little rascals! Stop running!
You wish!
Transform! Stupid humans won't be able to recognize... You can't see me. You can't see me. I'm up on fire.
Tetsunosuke, you idiot! Don't tell them the three of us turned into bonfires! Hear that, Traveler? Bonfires!
I mean, the three of them right there,
We'll
probably.
show them, stupid.
They're even grouped up. And they have leaves.
Ouch! Transform! They're gonna
Kill them!
Oh, what are they this time? Some kind of stone or brick?
Well, the easiest way to get them all at once is to just... do this!
Gather! Kichiro, protect us!
I missed one of them. Tragic. But I see you.
Yeah! Save us, Tsukumo! We're almost rid of them.
You're not. That's enough. I will not fail the Shogun again because of you.
Ah! Tengu was flying! Tengu is a cheater!
Surrender now and I will spare your life.
Tengu? Why are you helping the humans? Tengu is a yokai!
Why are you evil? My loyalties to the Shogun. Humans and yokai are no different in my eyes.
Shogun? That's the leader of the humans!
Shogun sent people to steal our land! Shogun is bad!
Nonsense. The Shogun would never give such an order.
Calm yourself, Sarah. Let's hear them out.
Shogun sent humans to steal our home!
And the Mikawa Flower Festival! Shogun is making yokai serve the humans!
Serve the humans?
Wow.
He's not talking about
They're
the
evil
game
and
development, is
stupid.
Shogun even forced Great Baku Yokai to work all night!
Oh, you mean yesterday? That was my choice, actually.
Jeez, where are these ideas coming from?
Think there are some misunderstandings.
Stay back! Humans want to enslave us again!
Hold on. Something's not right. We should try a different approach.
No
Violence?
I know what's wrong. They're trapped in a nightmare.
What are you doing? Trying to put Tetsunosuke to work?
Kinkaku, doesn't want to stay up all night.
Servitude, enslavement. These might sound like ridiculous misunderstandings to us, but that is their reality right now.
So how do we get rid of the
world
nightmare
despair
then?
and
Oh
fear,
wow.
Where enemies lurk at every turn.
Evil Paimon
devoid
is
of even a
real!
single shred of light.
So they're sleepwalking? How do we wake them up?
Violence.
If we knew how, we would have done so back then.
Give us your worst! Kinkaku will never leave the Tanuki path! Kinkaku will die before serving you!
I may have a solution. Let them die.
Truly?
If the nightmares come from the abyss, there's something I can try.
What are you doing? No, don't!
Oh, we're gonna suck them again. We're good at that. It's what I do best after all.
Are everywhere. We can't hide forever.
How long have we been hiding? 100 years? 500 years?
No idea. If Ioroi was still around, he would remember.
Shh, quiet! Someone's coming.
This is a fine piece of land. The grain yield should be exceptional.
Remember to check for traces of yokai in the surrounding area. By order of the Shogun.
By order of the Shogun, we are to exterminate all yokai that cross our path.
Accurate to
Why
what they
so
said, I
hasty?
imagine.
We should leave some alive. We can make them work their own land.
Hey, you know about the Mikawa Flower Festival, right? I heard 50% of the profit is going to the development fund.
Oh yeah, the festival for humans, and...
The festival for humans, and humans alone.
Again, very
The yokai
accurate,
have had
most
their
likely.
fun. It's our turn now.
That's right. We should put them to work. They're known for their transformations, right? Then the little monkeys can dance for us until they die.
No. How could they do that?
Quiet, or they'll catch us.
Amazing. Clearly, this is an accurate portrayal of what's happening. Oh, guess who's back?
What is that?
Hey, are you alright? Yoko, Kappa, I need help over here! Hold on, we're coming!
The yokai and the humans are unconscious?
The same
And that's
thing happened
when they...
to all of them?
Yep, that's when they were like, okay.
Flower Festival!
This yokai can speak.
No, if we don't make it to the Mikawa Flower Festival, Boss Tama will be so upset.
He'll kill us, right?
Boss
Yep.
Tama will eat
Oh,
us.
we're going to that, huh?
The humans are coming for us. We're gonna lose our home. What do we do?
We infiltrate the Mikawa Flower Festival. We scare the humans away and then they won't come.
But how do we get into the festival?
Sneaky like.
Boss Toma is the best!
How about we turn into those 3 yokai?
And then they did. The end. These memories, they belong to the Bakedanuki?
Traveler! Traveler!
Are you all right, Traveler?
I'm fine.
Where are we?
Huh? The nightmare is gone.
I am just that amazing.
You purified it.
Just my way of dealing with the abyss.
Humans! And a bunch of yokai!
The Mikawa Flower Festival! The humans are gonna... They're gonna... What were they gonna do?
Looks like they're confused. They still seem wary of humans. That might have something to do with a long time in hiding. Hiding? You described the memories to the group.
Oh, that explains all the Boss Toma this and Boss Toma that. That was the only thing they could imitate. Wait a second.
Fair enough.
Hitotsume Kozo and the others should be Akitsuyuge experts. But this time, Toma did all the work. I can't believe we missed something so suspicious.
You're like Hazo if his skills only worked in hindsight.
Oh, you're saying deductive reasoning is Hazel level.
Yeah, in hindsight. More or less.
Based on your description, Traveler, it's possible these Bake Tanuki have been in hiding for 500 years. Sounds like they know Ioroi, too. Why don't we ask him? It's not far.
The protector of the grove. It's been 500 years since our last meeting. Sarah, Hazo, return to the festival to keep watch. The doppelganger incident has been resolved, but the threat of the nightmare remains.
Alright,
I
we'll
will
figure
handle
that
the meeting
one
with
out.
Ioroi myself.
Yes, Shogun. And by yourself, you probably mean along with me.
Oh, keep it down. Bringing all these people at this hour. Don't you know even statues need to sleep?
No.
Shogun, I bow before thee. No, wait, shoot, I'm still a statue. What should I...
You bow in spirit.
All is well, Ioroi,
We get it.
hidden protector of the grove.
I've never seen Ioroi so afraid.
Ah, that would be because when Ioroi tried to pluck a Naku weed from the Imperial Garden, A nearly split him in two. Yashiori Island style.
Very nice.
Keep it to yourself, you meddlesome kitsune.
Can you try that again?
Ioroi, I wish to ask you something.
Anything, Shogun. Absolutely anything. It is my honor to answer.
Suck up.
You could have at least slowed down a little. It took forever to convince them to come with me.
Oh, it's Ioroi! The humans really did kill you!
Your body is stone!
Huh? I am not dead.
Not dead?
Yeah,
Kitsune
fools.
spoke the truth?
Absolute fools.
This smell is Ioroi! Ioroi is alive!
Ioroi? The humans really did seal you away!
Wait, this must be Kinkaku. Kinkaku and Tetsunosuke. You weren't sealed away?
When the humans, Kabuto Harunosuke, came to hurt us.
We ran and hid. The humans searched and searched. So many friends couldn't move. Our yokai powers were getting weaker.
So we decided to escape the human just as the great Bake Tanuki Tsukumo taught us. By digging a hole in the ground!
I mean, that's
when we
fair enough.
uncovered a
Pretty
horn
straightforward.
filled with yokai power. It was the will of the great Bake Tanuki Kiichiro made manifest.
That looks very cursed,
It
though.
restored our power! And then we made the human go, oh, oh, ching, yeah, yeah,
Oh, and by Ting Tune, yeah, you mean?
Dead.
We tricked him and ran.
So,
Down.
you didn't actually
You could have
beat
killed
up at
him.
all?
We've been using the horn to hide ever since. But there are too many humans. It's getting harder to hide.
A horn full of yokai power. Could that be the source of the nightmares?
Well, we've identified the source,
The
it
reason
seems.
the Bake Tanuki are so afraid of humans? If the horn contained the fragment of a nightmare,
Alright,
using its power
so
to
we've
hide
solved the
would spread
doppelganger
nightmare
thing.
to
We've
them.
figured out the source
That
of the
means
nightmare.
the Bake Tanuki have been trapped inside this state of anxiety for 500
Now we just
years.
need to find the horn and destroy it, I
could have
guess.
told you that nothing good would come from that horn. Using external
Very
power
well.
is
Thanks,
against the
Finnet.
Tanuki path.
Welcome back, I guess. I missed you when
strayed from the
a
path?
spammer showed up in chat.
But the horn helped us hide from the humans. The humans tried to take our land.
On the contrary, the purpose of the investigation was to determine in advance if yokai
So
were
now there's
present
one
on the
spammer
land
who
in
actually made it to my channel and remained unbanned.
Whether we
Imagine
avoid
that.
encroaching on yokai
Never
territory
mind.
altogether, or attempt to reach a mutually beneficial agreement, a peaceful resolution was always the goal.
Oh,
No. Alright, fair enough.
Wait. That is what the humans said back then.
By the way,
Isn't it?
are we good so far in terms of the Discord? no
By
like
order of the Shogun,
spammer
if
slash
yokai
scammer
live
on
here,
the Discord?
we need to discuss the proposal.
Because that always happens during Genshin streams, so I'm worried.
Tetsunosuke. Not all humans are bad. Yellowfur over there helped me a great deal, you know.
Besides, the Bakedaniki were only sealed away back then because Yoroi stole that comb.
Yoroi? It's a thief? Yoroi got what he deserved.
How was I to know?
You know
It
what?
was used to
Good.
make
Hopefully
sacred
it stays that
sakura
way. We still have
daifuku.
like over an hour
I gave
left.
it back, didn't I?
So the humans were mean for no reason?
Well, if you must know, the young human and I fought. I was perhaps a tad careless, so I conceded the match. Anyway, the point is, neither side is bad.
There he goes again, changing the subject when it makes him look bad.
Now you know. No human is trying to harm you.
So, it was all a nightmare.
Now where's the horde?
500 years in hiding? For nothing.
Yes, yes, very sad. Where's the
It was a
horde?
500-year-long game of hide and seek. What's so bad about that? Besides, you won.
Huh? We won? Go us! We're even better than Yoroi!
Hey, my game of hide and seek isn't over yet.
But we found you.
Wow, the
You're
mind
not
of
very
a
good at hiding
Bakedaniki
anymore.
is something else. Still so cheerful even after all that.
That nature is what isolated them from the worst effects of the nightmare and prevented them from causing any real harm. But a nightmare that's still affecting people after all this time? Who could it belong to? A horn buried under Mount Yogo.
I feel like I've heard a legend about that. Have we? It's been too long since we've been here.
Tainted by darkness,
Bad
the only
hiding spot for
warrior
real,
raised
for real.
her sword
Yup.
against the almighty shogun. Losing an arm and a horn to the shogun's blade, she fled into the forest, never to be seen again. A trusted lieutenant fighting against the forces of darkness, she was once devoured whole by a beast from beyond this world, with the body of a tiger and the tail of a serpent, until she tore the creature apart from within. Thus she earned the name Chio the Tigerbite, or Tora Chio.
I don't think Chio would like that name. Though she escaped the belly of the beast alive, that battle never left her. She saw the memories of her fallen comrades everywhere, slaughtered one after another, until she could no
So
longer
that's the one you
distinguish
struck
dream
down,
from
huh?
reality.
A nightmare doesn't incapacitate someone with sufficient strength. It turns into something even worse.
The nightmare twisted every joy in her life, her subordinates, family, and friends, into enemies in need of destruction. It was in that state, trapped in the battlefield of her mind, that she raised her sword against me on Mount Yogo. With the Muso no Hitotachi, I cut off her arm, one of her horns, and a portion of the mountain itself. I suspect that is when the horn in question was buried there.
And subsequently uncovered by 3 Bakedanuki.
So where is
That
the
means
horn
the
now?
fragment on the horn comes from Chio's nightmare.
Nightmares feed on fear and anxiety. If what the traveler saw is true, it's possible Kinkaku and the others' fear over the past 500 years allowed the fragment to gain physical form and become something akin to a Jibakure.
Jibakure?
An earthbound spirit.
Earthbound
They
reference.
move through the ley lines, but are also bound by them. That's why the traces of this entity appeared intermittently and never outside of Mount Yogo.
It would seem the fragment of this nightmare is no different from the one back then. It hates all joy and every good thing in this world. The investigation team working for a better future? Attacked. Hitotsume Kozo and his friends, kind enough to lend a helping hand? Attacked.
Yeah, and we were attacked too! Right
Yeah.
when we were having fun with the playtest.
The playtesting I never did. So why hasn't it appeared since?
Perhaps it needs to regain strength after your defeat. Or perhaps it is biding its time because it knows, with whatever rationality remains, that it cannot defeat you. But sooner or later, its twisted hatred will force it out of hiding, and it will move to strike its enemies. When Chio set her sights on a target, She was never one to waver. Oh.
So do we have to wait for it to attack again? Is that where the last time skip
But
comes in?
both possibilities prove something. Nightmare fragments can be defeated, and an enemy that can be killed is one that can be split in two by the power of Muso Ishin.
There's really no other way?
I mean, it's a horn
Mikoshi
curse
Chiyo
thingy.
is gone.
Yeah.
A fragment of a nightmare tied to a severed horn. That is all that remains. The living must take precedent over the memory of the dead.
Even so, having to unleash Muso Ishin against her again? Would A really be okay? It's not against her, it's against a nightmare. Mizuki said Archons suffer from the same turmoil as the rest of us. The dead may be gone, but that doesn't mean our emotions die with them.
Who cares about the dead anyway? I'm just trying to look out for the living.
What is that supposed to mean, Miko?
Oh, I'm just concerned about our poor Bake Danuki friends.
Huh? What does that have to do with us?
The nightmare fragment has been tied to the Bake Danuki for nearly 500 years. Strike it down, and who's to say whether you take the lives of our poor friends along with it?
I mean, they should be fine.
I beseech you, almighty Shogun, spare the young ones. It was just a momentary... oh, no. A 500-year-long lapse in judgment.
You know, just a 500-year-long lapse in judgment
Miko,
happens to the best of us.
You speak the truth?
When are they gonna make their apology video?
If you don't believe me, ask Mizuki and the Traveler. I'm sure they've encountered similar cases during their extensive
I've made
travels.
a severe and continuous 500-year-long lapse in judgment.
Oh! Yes. During my studies both in Liyue and Natlan.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that happen before. Totally.
Then, what would you propose? This nightmare fragment is a constant threat to Inazuma. Should all other options fail, I will take action.
If the fragment's hatred toward the world comes from a nightmare, then the most logical option is to get rid of the nightmare itself.
Right! Can't you just eat the nightmare, Mizuki?
Probably too big for her.
The Yumekui Baku already tried that 500 years ago. Even yesterday, when faced with the corruption of the nightmare, Mizuki could only mitigate the effects.
What was impossible back then is not necessarily impossible now. I think Mizuki has the right idea. If we cannot eradicate the nightmares directly, why not use this entity's tricks against it? Combat illusions with illusions. Combat nightmares with dreams.
I see your point. But how?
Don't forget, there are yokai that specialize in shape-shifting and illusions, and they happen to be right in front of us.
Where? Kinkaku doesn't see them anywhere!
You idiot! You're getting your revenge on the thing, on the cursed item.
Or the wind? Fools! The Kitsune is clearly referring to the Bake Danuki. Tetsunosuke, Kinkaku, must you be so dense?
Yes, they're named after metals.
Given
They
their
should be
centuries-long
dense.
connection to the nightmare fragment, they are perfectly positioned to create a dreamscape that the entity will be unable to distinguish from the real world.
Back then, the nightmare had little to no weaknesses. If we want to give the Bakedanuki an opportunity to strike, I assume you have a plan, Miko?
You said it yourself. Mikoshi Chiyo is gone. All that remains is a fragment of her nightmare, already broken and vulnerable. Besides, Mizuki is an old friend, one that is not to be underestimated. She has traveled the land studying dreams and is far more capable than those old fossils back then.
Oh.
This is gonna be... Okay, not gonna say anything?
She just...
This is gonna be the last little
usually
push of
doesn't
dialogue, I
compliment me to
assume,
my
before we get
face.
into part 3.
But Miko's right.
Perhaps?
If we work together, I'm confident we can put together a ritual to subdue the nightmare fragment.
Once we perform the ritual, it will take some time for the barrier to take effect. Luckily for us,
I normally
we
don't
have two
complain
formidable
about long
warriors on our
events.
side.
But man, I mean, I
Our
gotta finish
festival
this today.
representative, who also happens to have extensive experience against dark forces, and the almighty Shogun, unmatched in combat. I'm sure the two of you can buy us some time.
There's just one problem. Since this entity can pass through the ley lines, its movements are unpredictable. if we're going to create a barrier, how can we be sure it appears where we want?
We'll lure it out.
Ah,
We'll lure it
the
where it needs to
solution
be.
to that is obvious. If the nightmare fragment despises all sources of joy and happiness,
We gotta just make the festival super
then
happy and
naturally
make it
a
attack.
joyous occasion would be an evil beyond measure. An enemy that must be annihilated at all costs.
And we'll make it a show.
So, if we want to lure it out,
Then the obvious target would be...
The Mikawa Flower Festival!
What joy could possibly compare to finishing one's work right before the deadline?
I would imagine we can all think of a few. But I agree. The Mikawa Flower Festival is the most plausible target. Once the enemy appears, I will pull them into the plane of Euthymia immediately. I will not put the people in danger. Traveler,
All right.
I ask that you join me there so we can subdue the enemy together.
Of course.
All right. I will update everyone back at the festival and start the preparations for the ritual.
All right.
I'll need
Yeah,
your
this
help,
definitely
Mizuki.
feels like
It's
it's
going to
wrapping
be a
up
busy
part
night.
2 and getting ready for part 3.
looks like an all-nighter for me.
Another all-nighter, you
Well,
mean?
this
Read
was
your line
your idea.
correctly.
Oh, and don't forget, you need to finish a little fox's daydream as well.
And in a surprising twist, you were my nightmare all along.
It's true, she's everyone's nightmare. Hey! I guess we still need to chat before I advance time.
Traveler, during the battle tomorrow, it is imperative you know your limits. If the enemy proves too much to handle, leave them to me.
But...
I know. I understand your concerns, just as you know mine. We need not say any more than that. Just get some rest and prepare yourself for the battle to come.
Get some rest, eh?
One more thing. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Alright, part 2, done! As though beholding illusions. Time for the big finale. So my guess is we're gonna go half an hour over the time. I'm gonna say roughly half an hour overtime is gonna be what it's gonna be. I could be wrong, but judging by how long this has taken us, I feel like that's a somewhat accurate assumption. We'll see.
All right, it's finally time for the festival. Hopefully everything goes okay. Do you think everyone completed their games? Let's go check it out.
Assuming there's not also an epilogue, which will take even longer, I assume it's a 3-parter, not a 4-parter or anything. So if it's just a 3-parter, then I feel like half an hour overtime is probably to be expected here. I assembled all the key information into booklets, Lady Gucci, and the incantation for the ritual has been distributed along with them.
Remarkably efficient, Ayato. How are things with the Tenryo Commission?
We have adjusted our defensive efforts in response to the Nightmare Fragment. Now that we no longer need to worry about the doppelgangers, we can be much more efficient.
Oh, you're all here.
Yep, Spinner, I know, he's back. And with your arrival, we can be even more confident in the strength of our defenses. Nevertheless, we must remain vigilant. We all must do our part to give Code and the Shogun the best chance against this enemy.
Well, it's a relief to have you all in our corner.
Wait a minute. Where's Ayaka? With the festival preparations complete, we have everything covered over here. Ayaka is currently helping those in need, you could say.
Those in need?
Most of the game development teams are short on manpower, so Ayaka and a few others will be are helping them out. Also, hi Bones, how's
I'm
it
sure
going?
you'll run into her as you walk around. Oh, and just a reminder, you need to select the best game later tonight. Most importantly, don't forget to enjoy yourself. We need this event to be as joyful as possible if we want the plan to work.
Oh, I almost forgot about that.
Once you're done experiencing the festival, you should check in with A.
I'm always done with the festival. Final night! Oh, I guess I do gotta interact with everyone again. Well, let's go then. Hello.
Ah, Captain. Swordfish 2, salute.
I don't enjoy living in unprecedented times. Nobody does. Man, I wish I were... Man, I wish I wasn't living through major historical events currently. Imagine living through multiple major historical events. Nobody wants that. And yet it's happening. Wow, it's been a while.
I'll say the squad was a little reluctant to help at first, but telling them you were at the festival representative had them moving faster than an actual swordfish.
To be honest, some Watatsumi Islanders aren't too concerned about the festival or the safety of Narukami Island.
But if they knew it was for the captain of Swordfish too, I'm
I didn't
confident
check
everyone
the
would be here in a
election
heartbeat.
results yet, and I'm scared to know the results. I'm not sure I deserve that level of loyalty.
I doubt you have a choice at this point, Code. Not even the words of a divine priestess are enough to convince the people of Watatsumi and Narukami Islands to let go of the past. It takes time, communication, and, most importantly, the help of very special people. Your representation at this festival and my collaboration with Mizuki will serve as bridges between Watatsumi Island and the outside world.
Huh. I never considered that angle. You possess wisdom beyond your years, Kokomi. On par with a certain
Honestly,
other shrine maiden I know.
I'm just glad I can focus on my streams to escape reality. When it comes to politics, I do my part in voting for basically... Honestly, I don't really care who I vote for, as long... I don't really care who my vote goes to, as long as it doesn't go to some of the, you know, very specific political parties. I'm like, okay, any vote that I put down that isn't for one of those parties is a vote against them. And that's all that matters to me. Like, sometimes I wish, that's the one thing I'll say about politics, I wish, instead of just having to choose one specific political party to vote for, I wish there was the option to instead use a negative vote. Like, instead of voting for a party, you could specifically put down a vote against a party. If that was an option, I would have a much easier time voting. So yeah, that's all I will say. Saying at least the far right party didn't get elected. The lesser evil. Yeah. Stop now. Yeah. We don't really need to get too much into politics. That is absolutely correct. We're here to escape from that shit.
Mizuki, did you get any sleep at all?
I'm fine. Sometimes you need to push past your mental limits to unleash your full potential. I've seen that many times
I thought
in my
abstaining
line
from
of work.
voting is to just not vote at all. But I guess putting down a negative vote is a thing, apparently, in some places. That seems like, again, that seems like a much better thing. Because I'm like, I don't care who gets in power as long as it's not these people. Specifically, as I was saying, as you were saying, the far right, definitely. There's those people that I'm like, why? Why do people legitimately vote for them? But what do I know? Again, we're not here about that. FNF be looking different also. Hi, Shiny. Ah, yes, this is totally FNF. Absolutely, totally FNF. You know how it is. You know that this is totally what FNF looks like. Anyway, so that's a no then.
I will. The good news is the ritual is all set. That means the festival can proceed, and we can focus on realizing our vision. As for the more pressing matter, once the nightmare fragment appears, we will begin the ritual.
Again.
But it needs time to take
I play
effect.
2 gacha games on the channel, and Genshin is by far the worst out of the 2.
You and the Shogun are the only ones who can subdue the
And
enemy
I say
until
that,
then. Do you
even though
remember
the
what I
other
told you
gacha game
yesterday
only came out a week
before you
ago.
left for Isa Bathhouse?
The gacha game that only came out a week ago is already leagues better than Genshin in my mind. Might be partially because of the art style and all of the other things that I like about it.
Emotion, and are naturally susceptible to the same mental turmoil.
And you know, the fact that I'm partnered with that game, but that's not what matters.
It's very possible that someone who appears strong on the outside has learned to compartmentalize their negative emotions, and that is far from healthy.
Oh, that's nice. Hey, I've made it to the point where if people talk about Germany, some people are thinking of me specifically. Imagine that. At least we're getting Rivesley rerun. I'm not gonna pull for him, but that is nice for all of the people who do want to pull for him. Anyway, I remember.
Good. I trust you won't let the Shogun shoulder this alone. Not anymore.
Alright. Next one. Hello, Toma. Oh, Toma, my bro! Heard you're in a bind! The almighty Arataki unbeatable and unmatched game dev team is here to help!
The Arataki gang rules!
By making bangs. Bands banging profit. Yeah, feels like they are. Maybe I will pull for Farina, I don't know. She is pretty useful. Not sure if I want to pull for her duplicates. Actually, I'm not gonna, because I have to save up Primos. I have barely any left. I'm not sure how helpful most of them will turn out to be, but I, at least, am a licensed game designer. I'm so sorry, everyone. I was so focused on this game, I didn't notice Kinkaku and the others at all.
Not your fault. Bakedanuki are powerful. Even Shosei couldn't smell them.
Yeah, we didn't notice anything either. Code Paimon. Don't sweat the small stuff. I'm sure the Hitotsume Kozu and those little fellas want is for you to honor their last wishes and finish what you set out to do. That was beautiful, boss, but last wishes are used for people who are, you know, dead. Dead? As in the big sleep? The final curtain? The last hurrah? Jinta, you copied down the wrong thing.
Longhorn Oni is stupid.
He is very stupid, but we like him.
Stupid Oni really helped make game?
Let Bull Chucker help. Huh, we'll see, but as you said, I'll try my best to finish what we started.
By the way, where are the real Hitotsume Kozo and his friends? And what about Tetsunosuke and the others?
After the three passed out, the Bakedanuki hid them in their home to keep them safe. Even under the influence of a nightmare fragment, Bakedanuki are kind at heart. As for Tetsunosuke and the others, they're in charge of setting up the ritual as punishment for causing all that panic. Something about showing them what it's really like to work through the night. Sounds like Miko's doing. Once you deal with the crisis, I think I'll get the whole gang together. Hitotsume Kozo, Yoko, Kappa, plus Kinkaku, Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke too. We can all play Akitsu Hapatsum to our heart's content. Alright, one more group to check out. Hello.
Don't you think this puzzle is a bit too complicated? If we make this small adjustment, it'd be a lot easier to understand, don't you think?
You're right. I never thought about it that way.
Nice one, Ayaka. I knew you'd be a great addition to the team.
Oh, no. You two did all the hard work.
Imagine being the only non-voice acted character in the group. Hello.
Oh, when did you get here?
Just now. Seems like you're a natural, Ayaka. A real game developer at heart, huh?
You talked about wanting to create a game the day before yesterday.
Oh, you remember that. Well, Brother had everything covered, so I asked Yoimiya if she could use a hand. I'm just glad I didn't turn out to be an inconvenience.
An inconvenience? We were in such a jam. You saved us.
In a jam? Because jam is sticky, and we got stuck. Not that kind of jam. But it doesn't matter. We just need to get this done.
Traveler, Lady Guji told me about the upcoming battle.
Oh, I'll handle that battle,
I
don't you worry.
This is an extremely dangerous endeavor.
I've done
and the
worse.
rest of us can only help from the sidelines. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. Be careful.
Thoughts and prayers helping me in the plane of Euthymia? I wonder if that has happened before. Alright, A. I'm climbing up to you. Wait for me. I'll be right there. Just a moment. There we go. Whoa. Hello?
Ah, it's you. Before battle, It is imperative to calm the mind. If you have unfinished business, see to that now.
Oh, I just talked to everyone. We're fine. I'm set.
Then, come meditate with me.
It's time for the big finale of this event. You seem unsettled?
Since leaving the plane of Euthymia, I seem to experience this feeling more and more, whether in the markets of Inazuma or before the sacred Sakura.
I seem to have a hand in a lot of those, I'm sorry.
No, it may not be a bad thing. In the plane of Euthymia, I could not perceive the consequences of my choices, but that did not preclude their impact. It is only natural that I would feel their effect one day. Even a god cannot sever the link between cause and effect. I have come to realize that isolating oneself from all engagement is no way to reach a true state of euthymia.
Well, I'm gonna be silent about that. But Farina, no reason to get Rhymesley, so it's saving time.
This time.
I mean, I'm saving too,
I can
you
only
know.
support you in the battle ahead. Using illusion against illusion, dream against nightmare. The ultimate success of this plan comes down to you, Traveler.
Oh, so that'll be easy. This is a last-minute plan. We don't exactly know what we're about to face, and it could all fall through at a moment's notice. But one thing is for sure. This time, you will not face her alone. And that was supposed to be a voice-acted main character line. We're missing so many once-in-a-lifetime moments. So many once-in-a-blue moon moments of the main character actually having a voice line.
Did we do it?
Sad. Thanks for the pats. Whew, just in time. And it's done. Woohoo! Right on! Big dubs for the team!
The Arataki Gang rules!
What in the... It's time. Here it comes! Don't panic, just follow the plan.
Prepare yourself, Traveler.
Already done.
All right, follow me.
Here we go. Let's take it down. During combat, you will obtain new combat techniques known as parry and veil break. When using this skill, you will take a defensive stance to block opposing attacks. If you parry just as your opponent is striking, you will perfect parry, completely negating any damage done to you and gaining even more variety. You will gain variety when you use normal attack, charge attack. That's the same tutorial. Why bring it up again?
To think, there would be a day when we would fight in the plane of Euthymia, side by side.
Oh wow, she is actually helping. Come on, I thought I had that one.
God of Thunder, heed our call.
An all too distant dream, huh? It definitely feels interesting to have a boss accompany you in a fight. Where is it? Oh. Can you friend yourself? Damn. I still wonder what the friendship levels even do in the game.
Shatter the night.
Unmask it all.
Got ya. Countered. Attack. There we go. Ready now. Damn it. That is a lot of friendship you can have. I really wonder what benefit there is to it. Hey, do your thing. Hey. Hello. Hey, could you... It's telling me I should wait for you to attack.
I lend you my power. Truth, I grant you the Shogun's blessing.
Oh wow, I can just spam. Ha. Skip fighting? I did not see that.
God of Thunder, heed our call.
Shatter the night, unmask it all. With your might, let illusions fall.
And there we go. I think that does it.
Wake up! Wake up! Makoshi-sama! Makoshi-sama!
Cutscene time! Let's go! That's how you know it's the climax.
Mother!
Do what you must. Just save her.
This nightmare, it's beyond our skill to heal. No.
And that's how and that's when she killed her. Wonder is a playable character. Too bad she's dead. Too bad she's dead. And unlike in Tribe 9, you can't get dead characters here.
Sleep in peace. This time, only sweet dreams await.
That's cute. And we got to see A's sister again. Hey! I guess that was supposed to be our voice line again. Night falls, the games are complete, and the Mikawa Flower Festival officially begins.
For many of us, I'm sure the last few days have seen unforgettable levels of stress and fatigue. But for now, I hope we can put the past behind us and enjoy a night of pure, unadulterated fun. Now, before we kick things off, our representative will announce the award for Best Game.
The award for Best Game goes to... Hydration. Now let it be known, I have not actually played any of these games yet. But, I will say, an epic quest for fried tofu. It's a little fox's daydream. And the reason I'm going for this one is because it's the most fitting. The people in charge of setting up this game, all these games are supposed to be themed around dreams. The person setting up this game is someone who's an expert on dreams. Also, it would be perfect for their marketing because they're currently trying to expand their business, and winning this prize would really help them out. So yeah. Cause fried tofu is good, that is also a good enough reason, I guess. So yes, Little Fox's Daydream it is.
Woohoo!
Miss Mizuki, that means our collaboration can...
So full.
Can wait until you're fully rested.
The winning team will take home a sum of prize money courtesy of the Yashiro Commission, along with the Tanuki Game Award. In addition, our special guest has the honor of announcing a special award. Shogun, if you could.
This special award recognizes the team with the most immersive game. And that goes to the creators of the horror game, The Doppelganger Incident. Kinkaku Ginkaku, and Tetsunosuke.
Ah, so we're playing that off as part of the festival. That's just a game, huh? Yeah, it's just a game, bro.
Oh, so it was a horror game all along.
Yeah! Inciting mass
really
panic
thought
was
I'd seen
totally
a
just part of the
ghost.
festival. Totally, totally. Haha.
That takes immersive to a whole new level. Bake Tanuki are something else.
Ah, smart idea. Ah, smart idea. Now people have no reason to fear the yokai. I don't think the Shogun and Lady Guji want the yokai to fear the humans either.
I present you this award in the name of the Narukami Ogosho, and I promise you this. No human shall infringe on your peace without cause.
Shogun is the best!
Shogun is the best!
What about the Shogunate's development plan?
The whole purpose of the investigation was to avoid disturbing yokai territory. Besides, the world is a big place. Humans, yokai, there's more than enough room for all of us.
So you say. Oh wow, okay, the final night was a lot shorter than everything else. Everything else took like nights 1 and 2 took like 1.5 hours each? Maybe a little bit less than 1.5 hours each, and this one took like 20 minutes. And here I was, thinking I might have to go into overtime. Actually, I don't. How fun. Let me be sure to grab my dailies.
Add as
Always gotta
Thank you
grab them.
add as
Speaking of dailies and stuff and grabbing things, speaking of grabbing things, I'm gonna have to do so much grinding in Tribe 9 over the weekend. Because I want to get all the rewards I can get. I want to get all the Enigma entities I can possibly get before the refund happens on March 3rd. Technically, it'll be in the night of March 3rd onto March 4th, where it happens for us. Pretty sure it's 4 a.m. on March 4th for me. So, yeah. Exactly. Because all the polls I do before March 4th, 4 a.m. All the polls I do before that will get 100% refunded. So I want to get as much Enigma entity as I possibly can. I will grind out the 0 missions. And honestly, it's a little bit sad that I haven't gotten much in. I know I'll be missing out a lot. Because everyone who's already in Chapter 2 obviously has even more stuff they are able to grab. I am a little bit limited because I can only grind out Chapter 1. And however far I can get on the Sunday stream into Chapter 2. Because the Monday stream will also still be before the refund. So I still have like 1 extra day to grind in Chapter 2 as well. Also, it looks like there is something more. Am I seeing that correctly? Yeah. There's the after night. Okay, so I guess we're still not quite done yet, it seems. Let's do the after night then. Probably shouldn't take too long either. Hey, Ito. Ah, compadre, and a little birdie told me you went to Isa Bathhouse last night. I'm getting the crew together and we're gonna go there to celebrate. You in?
But we were just there.
Yeah, but I bet you were missing a few people, yeah? Like Shinobu and Goro and, you know, Ayato. Actually, not him.
Basically, boss heard about the trip and now he really wants to go.
Anyway, once you're done perusing, come find me and we'll soak it up. My PC dies, I'll be stuck in Chapter 1 for a while. Big sad. Alright, guess we're gonna be soaking it up. Maybe we will go into overtime after all. Well, ready to get your soak on? Ready. Oh yeah, next up, Isa Bathhouse. The epilogue shouldn't take over half an hour. Following Ito's constant nagging, you head to Isa Bathhouse once more. Yeah, the epilogue probably shouldn't take more than half an hour. Also, look at him down there. Poor Goro is just like, what am I doing here? Haha, this has gotta be the hardest one. Let's see who can last the longest. Who's in? If you're that excited about it, how can I refuse? Listen, this isn't a sauna. Saunas are fun. It's always a pleasure when I go to the sauna. I always end up enjoying it. It's also the best reading opportunity I have. Whenever I go to the public sauna, in between like sauna sessions, it's always a good time to just chill and read. And then I head back into the sauna.
So warm.
Also, Paimon outfit. Her bathing suit is really cute.
Hey, don't fall asleep in the tub.
My fur's so heavy, I almost feel dizzy. If you can't handle the heat, Goro, get out of the tub. Oh. We're about to be struck down. Also, I like the... Again, I still struggle to know the exact difference between a yukata and a kimono. I think those are kimonos, but they might be yukatas. Anyway, I think those look cute. Absolutely. Hey, stop being so loud. On the other side... Ita's as energetic as ever! Oh, and they're playing Genius Invocation. Didn't Ito want to keep playing the match with Toma? I guess not now. Oh well.
It's not good to get distracted during a match, brother.
Oh, this game's getting heated. What's your next move, Code? What do you two think? I would take it slow. Try to consolidate my advantage.
Or you could be aggressive. Taking a risk isn't a bad idea. I like to go slow and steady, please and thank you. Oh, very clever, Code. A decisive defeat, I concede. Now, based on the random draw earlier, the next player should be... Ayaka, have fun, you two!
Oh, okay. Go easy on me, Traveler.
I won't. No mercy. Ayato must have lost to me on purpose to give Ayaka more time to play. Always up to something, that one. Do I actually have to play the match?
Boss!
No, I don't.
The Mikawa Flower Festival was a huge
I thought for a
success
second
for
they
us.
would make me play the match.
3 times more visitors than usual. Based on what we've made so far, I think we'll be able to make this much.
That's great news! We might even beat Yai Publishing House this month.
Oh, you look pleased about something. Having a party without me?
Yes, party about beating you,
Oh,
fool.
It's nothing.
I forgot to share some good news with you. 30% of the proceeds from the festival have been transferred to Yai Publishing House. We're expecting record profit this month. Don't
Damn
you think
it.
congratulations are in order?
We're not beating her.
What?
Well, boss, I guess congratulations are in order. This is our 333rd time competing against Yai Publishing House in sales, and our best showing to date. 2nd place.
You're always 2nd place compared to them. Damn you, Yai.
May this be a night of sweet dreams for all.
As though kissed by dew. Anything else? Nope, that was it. That was it. Alright, let's see how well I'm doing on the battle pass here. I definitely could be doing better. The thing is, I don't care about this battle pass nearly as much as the Tribe 9 battle pass.
Osmanthus.
And let me have a quick look here. Oh, there's another event going on too. I still have 3 days to do this. I'll probably get all of this done tomorrow. I'll try to get all of this done tomorrow, and then I can grind the weekend in Tribe 9. Shouldn't be too tough to do this. Alrighty then. So I am ending a little bit early this time. Yes, Spinne, paid Enigma entities get refunded as well. And they will get refunded as paid Enigma entities. So any regular Enigma entities you will get back as free Enigma entities, and any paid Enigma entities you'll also get back as paid Enigma entities. Absolutely. But only the ones spent on the gacha. Only the ones spent on the gacha. If you use Enigma entities, for example, to purchase the better battle pass, those will not be refunded, of course. Only the things you spend on the gacha, but everything you spend on the gacha will be refunded. So that includes free Enigma entities, paid Enigma entities, and the tokens. All three of those things will be refunded. As they are. So yeah, anyone who wants to get into Tribe 9 and is already aware that they're gonna be whaling, whale now while you have the chance. Because any investments you put into Tribe 9 now will be doubled. Just saying. Now, of course, I am not a whale, so that advice is mostly for other people. Although part of me is considering at least buying the battle pass. But we'll see about that. We'll see. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I really don't know. Now, who do we raid? Maybe, let's see if there's another Genshin streamer. Shall we do that again? It's been a while since we've done that. Any Genshin VTubers that look interesting? Any Genshin VTubers that are like, ooh, I wonder if I can rate that person. Small view count is what we're looking for. Genshin streamer, preferably VTuber. Doesn't have to be a VTuber. Actually, hang on, how many people are even watching? 2 people? No, 4. 4. Again, it's been a while since we've been in this position. Remember what I keep saying? Remember when I kept having to bring it up? Like, I don't want to rate people if I have less than 3 viewers, because that feels like I'm just trying to hog the attention. It's been forever since I've been in that position. Just goes to show that Genshin is still the most underperforming game on my channel. Really, at one day I'm gonna get rid of Genshin and my statistics are gonna go up. Ow. But yeah, the viewer average is gonna increase the moment I get rid of Genshin on the channel. How about you? Level 31 on Battle Pass. I don't actually know currently how high I am. I'd have to double check. I'd have to double check because I still need to do the weeklies for this week because they just refreshed today, I think. But I don't think I'm that far on the Battle Pass. Did you purchase more Battle Pass level? Because that's definitely a lot that you seem to have. What's this person like? No followers only. Yeah, you know what? I don't know exactly what this person is like, but you know, there's drops enabled. No like follower only chat. Low relatively, actually same viewer count as me. They look nice enough. Alright. Raid channel. So long as people don't leave, we are gonna do this. Alright, do we have at least 3 people? We do. Alright, everyone. Be sure to stick around for the raid for the extra channel points. You can use them for a variety of things. Also, if you like Genshin if you like watching Genshin streams for the reward drops, then you definitely want to stick around because the reward drops are active over there. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. I hope to see you around tomorrow for FNF, the day after that for Persona, and the days after that for the amazing gacha game that is Tribe 9. Much better than whatever we played today. But yeah, I'll see you all then. Have a good one and goodbye. And of course, if you're watching this after it's been uploaded as a VOD to the realm of YouTube, then your support has also been greatly appreciated. And you know what? If you want to catch me live in the future, there's an easy way to do that by simply checking the description down below, where you'll find a link to my Twitch. I stream there every single Friday and Saturday, and sometimes other days of the week too, though that is a bit more irregular. In any event, thank you so much for watching this, and I hope to see you around some other time. Until then, have a good one, and a goodbye.